welcome in to the first-ish episode of Open Daggerheart Surgery into Mithral Skies. We are here to roll some other dice, attempt some more questionable accents, and hopefully tell a decent story that's different from the other one. This one set in the cloud-wreathed skies between the pointed peaks of mountains in the world of Aeith. That is Into Mithral Skies is a campaign frame that I have developed alongside these wonderful humans who won't be being humans for much longer because
Why human?
And yes, very exciting. We're here to play Daggerheart. For the record, none of us have played Daggerheart since the open beta, which was over a year ago. But we're going to learn as we go, and that's half the fun of doing actual plays, is admitting that you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, we'll get more into the setting in a moment, but for now we do have a couple of announcements to get through first, so I will pass over to Andrew.
Thank you, Gethin. And do you wish you had a wonderful world to play your games of Daggerheart in? Do you yearn for an environment to explore the realms of nature and magic like never before in an exciting new game with all the rigor and robust world building of a seasoned TTRPG expansion? Well then, friends, you need to head over to Kickstarter and back Wondrous Environments, the new project by our very own Welsh DM. This really is an all-you-need to run expansive and exciting games of Daggerheart with massive regions, vivid locations, and epic adversaries, all made by real people and real artists. So follow the link in the description and back this today, and immerse yourself in some wondrous environments. Over to you, Gethin.
I'm on mute. Yes, this Kickstarter.
The environments are too wondrous.
That's all it took.
We're off to a great start. No, this project has been great fun. Seeing how many people have been excited for the Kickstarter already has been great. At the point this video goes out, Kickstarter may already have been running for like a week and a half, or it may be coming out in a few days. It entirely depends when I get to edit this, because I am a busy human being, because I've got a Kickstarter about to launch. But yes, as Andrew said, in the description below, head over to the Kickstarter and back it as soon as you can. Speaking of Kickstarters, and from everyone here's favourite, Runic Press has their own Kickstarter. What's My Foundation? Launching on September 22nd. For the record, not an actual sponsor, just people I like talking to and working with. It is a sequel to the incredible What's My Motivation? What's My Foundation takes the same concept of deep, thoughtful character creation and applies it to world building. Follow the story of your world from the very moment of creation to the formation of its mountains, valleys, and streams. It's an in-depth look at what goes into making a fantasy world perfect for GMs out there regardless of system, although great for Daggerheart Session Zeros. There will be a link in the description below taking you to that Kickstarter as well, which should be on the verge of going live, or if not, at pre-launch for when this episode airs. So go check those guys out as well. Other things, NPC art / Otto's art for this episode is provided by Aaron Angelini's Artventuring Guild. Do go support their Patreon if you can. They are a extremely talented real artist who hates their AI about as much as I do. So we love them. AI sucks. What else? I think that's about it. I don't really have much else other than I don't know what I'm doing. We don't know what we're doing, but let's roll some hope and fear die and figure it out along the way, shall we?
Woo!
Wonderful.
I have hope that this is going to go well.
I fear it won't.
Gethin has the fear that we're all going to screw things up for him.
And with that, I think it's time to continue telling our story. The world of Aeith has forever been one of exploration, adventure, and finding out what lies beyond the edge of the map. There are no great myths of its creation, just the tales of explorers and adventurers forever waiting to find what lies beyond the horizon. Most people live and thrive in mountain peak settlements, towns, and cities sitting above the thick cloud bank that makes the surface an umbral land of shadow far below. High up in the skies, sailing on the winds, the bright sun at their backs is where the people of Aeith make their stories. Great sky ships sail from mountain port to mountain port, transporting goods, seeking new lands, or generally just finding adventure along the way. Held aloft by the marvelous Netherium ethereal magnetic engines, or NAME engines, the world-changing invention that enabled sky travel. And pushed along by Mithral sails, these skyships are the foundation that Etherian society is built. Much of the world is governed by the Federation of United Cities, or the FUC, operating their large trade, science, and economic monopoly from the clustered inner spires, while further out the self-governed towns of the Outer Peaks prefer to keep to themselves. Between them both are the infamous fleets of pirates that strike from dark cloud and storm, seeking plunder and glory. These rebellious souls live free on the winds, roguish heroes to some, terrifying monsters to many. And as trade expands, it is a golden age for those with black sails. And beyond all of this remains the edge of the map, the rest of Aeith yet unexplored, waiting for those with bold enough hearts and perhaps foolhardy spirits to sail into the chaotic storms and find what new wonders await. We pick up with our troop here. You are all wrapped up in thick furred clothing, the biting cold wind echoing through this small tunnel of ice and rock. Around you, great roots threaded with ice-blued water veins reach and stretch around you. You've come to the Boreal Glacier, a gigantic tree growing out of a font of icy elemental energy at the behest of one Ephraim Horticle, who has come seeking the rumoured waters of renewal that are said to be able to wash away people's sins. As we observe this scene, could you please, each of you, describe what we see? We will start moving around the board. Oh, who's my favourite? Anti-clockwise. We'll start with Hugh.
All right. What you see is a quite small, probably like, if he were to stand completely upright, maybe 4 foot tall, but he is quite small and hunched creature that looks, for all intents and purposes, like a monkey. Specifically, a sort of like one of the sort of like golden ambery coloured like lion tamarins that've got like the little like grey faces sticking out this massive mane of fur. He is hard to say whether there's any way of telling how old he is, but you think he's decent. He's young-ish for an adventurer, you imagine. Though sort of like looks like he's been about a bit. He's wearing sort of leathers and what look like essentially like engineer's overalls with various tools and a like large wrench on his belt. With like basically what look like instructional manuals under one arm, and like in a little satchel. And after if you sort of like look a little bit closer at him, you probably see that there's something to him that's a little bit sort of like fungal, as it were. He seems to be some kind of fungal hybrid creature that has the odd sort of like sprout of fruiting mushroom and the like. Always probably surrounded by a haze of both what's the word I'm looking at? Spores and also just engine grease and stuff. He is pungent, probably. That's Harry.
Moving round the screen, Branthor.
You see a short 4.5 foot dwarf, fully armoured to the point that you can't actually see any skin. If you could, you would see that just above his left eyebrow is a small emerald stud, kind of hammered into his skull for some reason. But other than that, he doesn't seem to have any jewellery on at all, or anything like that. His armour is full heavy metal plate, black with gold edging. In one hand, he carries a shield that is as tall as he is.
Which, for the record, is how tall?
4.5 foot.
Nice.
It is a full tower shield with a sharp V at the bottom and what looks like a spike that you can see there is a little bit of dirt from where he digs it into the ground when they're not moving. And in his other hand, you can see he has a warhammer where the head of it is about the size of his gauntleted fists, and it almost looks like it is slightly better suited for war than being used as a blacksmith hammer that it also has its for.
Cool.
He has a short black beard and lacquered black hair, so it fits under the helmet as well.
Love it.
And piercing blue eyes, like our GMs, just to annoy him.
Like the ice water that is currently surrounding you. Moving around, the slightly, perhaps, oddest member of the party in Otto.
So basically, you would be forgiven for thinking you were gone slightly mad, as you see the proud figure of the ship walking around on deck. So, made completely out of metal, they resemble a winged angel from myth, but they are simply the personification of the ship's computer. They can run the ship, and they seem to carry no weapons or items. They are just walking around as a metal figure.
Love it.
However, they are taller than almost everyone else in the party, as everyone else seems to be a short king.
Yes. Very much so. Like, you guys are currently walking through like a tunnel underneath a tree with these roots coming in and out of the rock and ice, and everyone else is relatively walking mostly upright, and then there's just this machine that is probably like frosted over at this point, just like having to like hunch down while the rest of you are just like ambling through. Moving on around, we have Chardonnay.
So, continuing the short trend, so my short queen character, when not bundled up in furs going through the little ice tunnel, she is usually wearing swashbuckling type clothes, but ones that used to be fancy. They are now old and tattered. She is a little mixed, like, goblin part inferni, and that mixing came out as there being like, she's got some strange features and she doesn't quite fit into goblin society, she doesn't quite fit into inferni society, and she doesn't have proper horns like a proper inferni, and she's got she has like some scarring, and her tail is a bit stubby. So her desire in life is to try and really fit in. So that's what all of this like fake pompness is all about. And she's about the same height as everyone else except the shit's gigantic metal prow head.
Not even gigantic, just normal sized.
Normal size.
I am normal.
Yeah. So she's short and red, but the great big hat also makes up for that.
Is it like a full-on witch's hat?
Not witch's hat, but like a sort of elaborate captain's hat. Yeah.
Just tri-corner, massive peacock feather.
Yeah, sorry? Oh.
Feather and...
Yeah, like a musketeer's hat, actually.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ostrich feather.
Ostrich feather, little dangly things, all sorts.
Perfect. Love
Scarves. Yeah,
And-
but very passive.
it. Lastly, amongst the crew, and by no means least, Chestnut.
Chestnut Puddle, to give him his full name, is about a sort of 6 foot-ish
Oh, we got a tool.
cat man. It's
Mum and Dad and the
and my little short friends. It's currently sort of lively, rangily, sort of having a little bit of a stoop, but they make it look good, kind of thing. That sort of long, lanky catwalk. As they are a calico-coloured Katari. So they are a sort of cat person with little sort of whiskers coming off and patches of calico colouring across their skin/fur. Their hair is sort of styled back into a quite elaborate mullet. And sticking up the top of it are 2 large cat ears with little tufts on the end.
Okay,
and each one is
Chestnut.
and each one is sort of pierced with a little ring of metal of some sort in various places.
It is absolutely freezing right now.
In a very stylish affectation that they are quietly regretting but trying not to show as their ears are so cold. They're currently dressed in a sort of... They're dressed in what was ostensibly like a sort of flight suit that you might expect somebody on a more official ship to be wearing at some point, some sort of uniform that has been styled and elaborated on to the point where it is basically unrecognizable. There is a great big fur collar that sort of sits around the neck. They've sort of tie-dyed it in places that it is almost as calico as them, but in blues and whites and greys more than the sort of more usual calico colouring of the rest of them. At their hips are 2 sort of hooked knives, basically, and a long spool of Mithral chain that's sort of sitting at their back. Is just currently sort of slinking their way through alongside the party as the actual captain of the ship.
Well, alongside you all, kind of huddled up in this group amongst you, is the aforementioned Ephraim Horticle, a gnome that, to put it in the frame of mind,
Also
is
short.
Yes, also short king. Can you imagine every nerd in a Disney animated movie?
Yes.
tape on
Their
the glass.
glasses are so big.
Yes.
Yeah. Bottom of Coke glasses.
That is who Ephraim is. He is not at all used to being out here in the wild. He's very much a man of science, to an extent.
Does he have a large bow tie and suspenders?
Yes, but it is like a fur-lined bow tie to try and keep his neck warm at this point. And the suspenders are keeping up multiple jackets and thick trousers.
Why are the suspenders keeping the jackets up?
There's a lot of wind in here.
The suspenders are over the jackets to help keep them attached.
As I say, you have come to the Boreal Glacier at the at a place within the world at the behest of Ephraim. And the only reason you're here is he is paying quite well, considering how bloody cold it is. The ship, your ship, sits outside, nestled in a couple of branches of the tree. You would have seen as you approached, the Boreal Glacier is an absolutely gigantic tree. Imbued by the kind of eternal fresh ice water that is stemming from this elemental fane, it stands taller than most buildings. And as I say, it is famed especially for the waters that come through. Some twisted element of the magic waters and the nature of the tree has led to it having this reputation of being able to wash away people's sins, allow them to find forgiveness for previous mistakes, and other things like that. And that is why Ephraim has hired you here in the first place. As you're kind of walking along, he's like shivering, bundled up. He's like, I appreciate you all taking this journey. Most ships laughed in my face to come here, especially this time of year. Are we all doing okay?
Never been a
Yeah.
I think I'm like too cold to talk. I like with the teeth.
I'm trying to play off that I have not worn enough layers.
Why is everyone vibrating so much?
We're just so excited, Otto.
Do we know why exactly he wants it?
He has not given you any specific details as to his reasoning for coming. But he did approach your ship at dock, asking, essentially hiring the vessel as a taxi, directly.
It sounds like we didn't really know what we were getting into.
We never heard of this place. We was like, yeah,
Money?
all right.
Yeah, money.
Out of curiosity,
Fine.
which one of you would have, like, straight up dealt with him at that initial
Well, I am the captain, of course, and so, of course, we can make that trip. We can make that trip, right?
I would then have gone like, right, let's see if we can make this trip, and then like done the calculations and seen how much fuel we've got and everything. By the way, I'm using prestidigitation to like warm up my trousers, so I've got basically like permanently warm thermals on, so I'm all right.
I'm
So-
clinging really close to him.
At that moment, as you're just all discussing this, he's nestled up in. Who's at the back of the troop, as it were?
Never been.
I feel like I've insisted on being at the front.
I feel like I would be at the back then.
Cool. Otto, one of your sensors essentially begin to ping as you hear/feel a howling gale rushing up the tunnel behind you, as a forceful push of biting cold wind erupts in and around you, chasing you down the tunnel. And I need everyone to make a strength reaction roll.
Okay.
Is that just
So,
just wrong?
we're going to be rolling 2 d12s. One
Yeah.
is your hope dice and one is your fear dice.
Our strength.
And you're adding your strength ability to this roll.
For the
Bugger
record,
all.
in addition to that, because this is a reaction roll, not an action roll, you don't gain hope or fear on this roll. It is just the
Okay.
total rolled.
Do I
Oh, the
gain
total.
it if I rolled the number from my strange patterns? Wait, yeah, I can gain a hope or clear a stress if I roll that particular number on either of the die.
Does it specify on an action roll or just when you roll duality die?
It says choose a number when you roll that number on a duality die.
Then yes, it would try.
Aha! Perfect.
So usually
I
the
did.
result of this roll would give Gethin or us either a hope or a fear. This does neither,
Also,
unless you have another ability.
because it matters, because I've just done it, snake eyes or doubles are crits.
Doubles
That's
are crit indeed. You don't gain a hope, and you don't clear a stress technically because it is not an
Yeah.
action roll, but you do definitely succeed regardless.
Mm.
So
The total of the 2 dice.
yes, so
Should
going around, Harry,
I rolled a 13 with hope. There we go.
13 with hope.
And I gain a hope because I rolled a 9 on one of the dice, which was my number.
Branthor,
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
but a critical
But-
success.
You can't roll lower than a 2, so it's a critical success.
Yes, the lowest roll in Daggerheart
Hey.
is a 3 on 2d12.
Yeah.
Otto.
19 with fear.
That is a success. Chardonnay.
9.
And Chestnut.
17 with hope.
And that's a success. So, Branthor, Otto, and Chestnut, you have you are able to steel yourselves in this moment. It's entirely up to you how exactly that looks in this moment, but unfortunately, is it Harry or Hiri? Just to check.
Hiri.
Hiri. Hiri and Chardonnay, unfortunately, are caught completely unprotected from the wind. I also need to.
We're just too small and light
Yeah.
compared to the rest of them.
are buffeted and thrown down into like a snow and ice bank, and you are now both temporarily chilled, so you have disadvantage on agility rolls
Okay.
Fine.
until you remove that condition. The rest of you, how do you endure this like howling wind of like wintry wind coming down the tunnel?
My big calico tail just comes up out the back and just wraps around my head and ears like a little, just like a little like hunter's cap. Just
Otto just turns into it and just takes it straight to the face, having almost no concept of cold.
I just put the shield down and just literally stand behind it, not even bracing, just put it down. And just go,
Not even bracing, just
what? As I just see the other two people fly off. Just,
unfortunately, your wonderful employer Ephraim also goes cascading, and now he's like
Oh no!
fully shivering.
Quest over.
Martin, I'm sure it'll be worth it. Do we keep going?
pick him up.
Thank you.
Can I use my Wanderborne pack and spend a hope to grab something helpful to help me with my chill, and fingers crossed help the others with their chill?
What do you find?
Okay. Maybe that's a magic version of, you know those things where you crack them and then they warm up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can pull 3 of those out, I will say, without hope.
It's a very angry centipede in a tube.
My little oil, my little
It's fire ants.
A bunch of fire ants.
ow, fuck.
I have a horrible solution for everything. Here we go.
My little
Simply get bitten
oil,
by a fireman.
my little oil elemental, which is just this little like elemental creature that it takes basically the form of a little like oil can like automaton, is like it's like up on my shoulder, and I was like pouring oil in my hands. I'm like, this is a better idea actually, and I like wipe my hands off.
You crack the fire ants, the oil ignites. After successfully kind of warming yourselves back up and sheltering on, you eventually come to a large chamber. The kind of network of roots forms a canopy up ahead that the ice and rock have kind of worked their way in between. And dripping gently from the ceiling is this kind of melt water into this large, beautifully clear pond. This, you believe to be what is known as the Lake of Refreshed Purpose. Ephraim turns to the lot of you and go, well, thank you for getting me here. I think I need to spend a considerable amount of time just sitting and waiting, so apologies for this. If you're willing to stay, I'd appreciate it, but I should probably get started.
You're not gonna hop in then, or drink it, or whatever it is?
Oh, exactly that. I need to go and essentially bathe in the waters, and honestly, quite now I'm dreading it, because it's chilly.
Can I stick a little hand in? Is it cold in there?
I pulled out a little tin cup, and I'm about like,
If you stick a hand in, Chardonnay, it is freezing cold. It is a full-on like ice bath style thing that you'd be bathing in, as it were. And he's like starting to like take layers off at this point. You see like the skin is pale like underneath.
I'm thinking you may be renewed, but you're also not coming out really, not alive, not
you know,
What is it? Is it frostbitten if you're wet?
hypothermic.
Hypothermic, yeah.
You know that feeling of like nice warmth and everything you feel just before you're about to die of hypothermia? Is that? Are we sure that's not the like, renewed purpose that you're supposed to be feeling when you go into this basically pool of glacier melt?
Yes.
By the way, my elemental's name, but I forgot what it is. Oily Jim.
Absolutely.
Good old oily Jim.
He's so useful.
Is Oily Jim a little devil on your shoulder being like, let's pollute the lovely natural resource?
No, like,
fuels.
It's the sort of thing that like we'll look around for any squeaky door or anything. It's like, absolutely not on my watch.
Ephraim does use it. I will be honest, there were only kind of scant reports of people coming here, but Sometimes
Well, it's your
needs us.
pilgrimage, mate. So,
Yes.
Oh, you know, we've got you here. That's what we were paid for, and you're welcome.
I
I'm gonna
did
build a little fire.
I negotiated travel, but back too. But I'm not expecting you to
Oh, do we do that, Harry?
stay in the cold. If
I did hand you the paper we signed, Captain.
Oh yes, it's in my quarters.
I've got my fire ants, so I'm.
Is it in your bed?
I
Is
may-
it part of your bed now?
I may need more of them. Yeah, he begins to continue stripping off and then begins to like step into the water, and you just see him immediately like shoulders go up, just like he forces his way in further until he just starts floating on the surface of this
There's a
glacier
little
water.
cartoon ice cube floating on the surface.
Can I get a little tin cup full of this, like,
Yeah.
pure water or whatever, and like,
Take a sip. Take a sip. Cool.
holy shit!
I am going to spend a fear
Yeah.
to use to slightly modify a feature on the Boreal Glacier wondrous location that you're currently in.
So wondrous.
Tell me what I'm rolling.
So this is
horrible
technically
bastard.
confronting roots, but I'm just twisting it a little bit for drinking from the water. Where I can spend a fear to have a PC be presented with thoughts of past mistakes and regrets. So, Hiri, what previous regret still haunts you, and can you then please make an instinct reaction roll?
Ooh.
Tell us your fears.
Better at those than I am with strength. I think the day I failed to maintain the vessel that I went down on previously, the day something broke that was, I thought I'd made everything spick and span, tickety-boo, but then something gave out at the most critical time, and down she went, the FUC, whatever it is, indomitable is what I think I called it. Became pretty domitable that day. Instinct, let's
Instinct
go.
reaction, please.
That is a 22. 11.
Ah,
So
great.
Yeah.
Great. You successfully avoid having your fear die become a D20.
what the fuck?
But as time progresses, is there anything you would like to do while Ephraim is kind of meditatingly floating around? I want to be very clear. He stripped down naked, didn't have to do that, and the water is so clear you can see his butt below the waterline. It is
Can we just
very
see the
flat.
sort of?
There were things we could have seen.
Can we see the rectangle retreating? The black rectangle is
The
short.
black rectangle is getting smaller, yes. It is at the point that it is not much more than just like a full stop.
To try and avoid looking at that, is there anything else around here? Or is it just like beautiful, serene wilderness?
So is this like... Sorry, carry on.
It is largely beautiful, serene, quiet space. But if you could roll me a, let's say, instinct roll.
Instinct. Because one of my experience things is dumpster diving.
Okay. I will say I will adapt. If you want to spend a hope to use that experience, you can.
Awesome. Is it still an instinct roll?
Yes, so it's still an instinct roll. You just get to add 2 to whatever you roll, along with your instinct modifier.
Okay, perfect. Right, that's not great, is it? A 5. No, I can't do math. A 6.
6 total.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
You can spend...
My instinct is 0 and dumpster diving at +2.
You can spend another hope to give yourself advantage.
Have any more?
No, you can't. Other people have to spend a hope to give you advantage.
Oh,
It
I
is the help-
see.
it's the equivalent
I'll
of the
spend a
help
hope
action.
to give you advantage.
You need to do it before
Yeah,
the
go.
roll.
I could also use
I
the prayer
won't
dice
send you
after the roll.
Prayer
If
dice,
you
Gary.
want.
Yes, but I don't.
I'm not going to, don't worry.
For the record, Ellie, with hope or fear?
Oh, yes, with fear.
With fear. I will take
my
that.
God.
Very bad.
Okay.
So you immediately kind of look around this space and just start like diving into like the snowbanks and like trying to chip away at ice walls because you think you can see stuff in there. And it's you're kind of diving in and like you're so desperate to find something because you're like, well, if he came here, some other idiots must have come here and died here and probably left some stuff behind. That you don't realize just how cold you're getting. And like the fingers start to go numb in whatever gloves that don't fit you that you've scavenged from previous times.
They're probably fingerless.
That's true.
Let's be fair.
So you need to mark a stress as you're unable to find anything of note. You find like some like very frozen like pottery, like the boots, yeah, that like the moment you pick them up just crack and fall apart.
So it's not stress because I'm cold, it's stress because I haven't found anything.
Yes. And then at that point, cutting through the chilling winds that still occasionally blust in here, you hear a baleful howl. A chorus of wolves pick up on the wind, and you feel the ferocity of winter approach. And suddenly, from in the water, like, Ephraim just... Oh no! What was that? We should go, right?
Yes.
Now it's a dog. They're the absolute worst.
As a number of wolf howls begin to echo around, you are unable to tell how close they are at this point, but you realise this place has a reputation for dangerous winter creatures, and you best be running. So Ephraim quickly starts trying to get towards the shore, but the cold has started to settle into his muscles and is not making it to shore quickly. What we're going to do is going to jump into a group skill check for you to make it back to your ship before the wolves catch you. Group skill checks in Daggerheart, how they work is one person will helm the effort to get back to the ship. Everyone else will do something along the way to try and help. That could be someone saying, I've memorized the tunnels here, so I'm going to try and do that. That could be someone, as you might have just been trying to do, to try and pull Ephraim out of the waters. It could be someone collapsing a tunnel behind them as the wolves get too close. Anything that you think you're good for, you will roll your own ability. Doesn't generate hope or fear, the individual rolls. And if you succeed, the final roll gets a +1. If you fail, the final roll gets a -1.
Okay.
And then the final roll is the one that generates hope or fear.
I think as the captain I'd like to lead this, if
Yeah.
Okay.
as a famed skedaddler.
We will come back to you at the end. What do the rest of you want to do?
Can I whip out one of my manuals? Like my, I think it's got like various like runes on it, which look half like gibberish, but it's just my own little like codex hand. It's the Book of Typhar. I would like to bring out my magic wrench, which is my wand wrench, and use my magic hand to like basically scoop up. It says it's of same size and strength as my own, but I want to try and make it bigger somehow to basically scoop him up because I think he's going to be absolutely useless at this point in terms of running anywhere. But yeah, Ephraim, and try and bring him with us.
Cool. So your spellcasting, I believe, is knowledge?
It is indeed.
Cool. Make me that knowledge roll.
That is a unnatural... What am I saying? Unnatural 20.
Old habits die hard.
Unnatural. It's 2 dice. But that is a 20 with hope.
A 20 with hope. What
yeah.
I believe, does your spellcasting card have a number that you have to reach?
It just says recall, cost, magic hand. It's just I conjure a hand.
Cool. Well, a 20 regardless is definitely a success. So you successfully, as he's like doggy paddling over to the edge, just take him up, ice water dripping off this magic hand and his form. At the same time, with that kind of roll, you also pick up his clothes as well and kind of throw them towards him on the hand, where he does start trying to get them back on to try and get a little bit of warmth back as you all go running out of the room of the Lake of Refreshed Purpose. Who else?
Although is literally going to use her body as a shield if needed. Because she can fly above if necessary, or just block anything that's falling, or just smash ice out of the way.
Cool. Okay. Do you want to go for trying to smash a shortcut potentially through, or do you want to like tail gun to make sure if the wolves come up, you can protect the party? Which do you want to go for?
I feel like structural integrity might be important, so I'll tailgate.
Cool. So you start tail gunning, and like you can hear the snapping of jaws and the pounding of feet coming behind. Make me a strength roll.
Okay.
And we don't generate hope with these rolls, do we?
No. Andrew will generate hope with it.
Yeah.
16 with hope.
16 with hope is also a success. As you go barreling through, you kind of like hold up to make sure that everyone's kind of getting out of the way. Like plant your feet as these wolves come barreling through, and you just like clock 2 wolves as they come clawing around the corner, and they go skittering off into the wall. Which point you kind of turn and like go to catch up with the group, successfully like delaying their pursuit enough that you get a good enough head start on the chasing pack. Ellie, Bryn.
So, if we can see them now, can I use my whip and my presence to try and, be like, shoot
Okay, so you're gonna try to just deter the wolves from chasing you. Sure, make me a presence roll.
Come on now. Yeah.
Okay, so that is 13.
13 is a failure, I'm afraid, as you try to delay the wolves, but in doing so you kind of have to slow down your pace to almost allow the wolves to get within range of your whip. And your whip just you're still recovering from all of your dumpster diving and kind of cold hands. Whip just it doesn't get the crack noise that you're hoping for, and the wolf just comes barreling after you. And as it's like leaping towards you, only like the last minute intervention of Otto just like batting it out the way, picking you up and running with, is enough to avoid you being clamped down on by a wolf.
I'm like, that was a bad idea. That didn't work.
Branthor.
Onwards, gang.
Well, the thing that I was going to do was strength. So I'm now trying to work out what I'm going to do.
What do you want to do? Just describe it in narrative.
My plan was to go and find a fault in the tunnel to then, if they are too close. Well, no, I want...
Don't say it. What are you doing?
I know. I am going to charge ahead to try and find the quickest route.
Okay, so you're going to try and like forge a path, maybe like break through an ice wall to get a shortcut kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm going to say give me an instinct roll. This is to navigate through the tunnels.
That is a 15 with fear.
That is a success, though. As you successfully go, like it's not a brilliant, like you're hoping for a little bit more of a head start, but you do essentially like bash through a frozen sheet of ice at some point and find a small like crevice crack that you're fairly confident that a wolf won't get through, but the majority of your party will, and the big one will just break through.
But like
so,
up high.
Yeah, they actually can get over it. And so you like force your way through, like chipping away at the rocks to make sure everyone can get through, and find yourself a little bit of a shortcut, at which point you come barreling out kind of on the verge. You can see like the exits to the root network that you'd entered. You can see now the tall trunk of the tree and its bare branches up ahead, and you can see on the lowest set of boughs, maybe 20 feet above you, your ship waiting for you to take off. You can see the kind of carved in steps along the bark that you use to walk your way down from docking in the branches, which now means we are over to Chestnut. What are you doing in this moment as captain of the ship and leading the troop?
At this moment, where I see the ship, what I'm going to do is with the little spool of Mithral chain on my back, I attach onto one of my hooks, swing that into the tree, and I'm basically like running it alongside, just sort of going, come on, go. I'm taking a shorter route.
Fair enough. I will say give me an agility roll for the final check. You have a +2 from everyone else's efforts to give you enough of a head start on the wolves. And this determines whether the wolves successfully catch the party or not.
Use my reassurance to basically I shout out, do some calculations and put my hand on you, and it's sort of you see the yes, the angles and everything.
Oh no, I'm thinking about it.
It's no longer.
And it shows, but it's a crit. Of 6.
They all count.
It counts.
You get the hope, you clear a stress, and everything goes perfectly. At this point, the wolves come sprinting out of the tunnels, following the tracks desperately on your heels. You see one white furred wolf flecked in ice, chunks of ice buried into its fur, shards of the stuff. And the time they come sprinting out following your tracks, they look up and you guys are already basically on the boarding plank of your ship. And they just let out
Get some, stickhead!
a frustrated howl against the wind as the winds begin to settle in. With that,
I'm on the handrail, just spanking my ass at them, just it's like that, you fucking losers! Look at stupid dogs.
Oh fuck, they can fly!
At which point, Andrew, I'll give you, as captain of the ship and with a natural 20, your mood instantly slightly drops. There's we escaped the wolves, we've got our NPC with us, we're gonna get paid, and then you look out, over the stuff, and you can see where before you could see over a tundra, you could see kind of rock faces and stuff. The cloud line has come down, the wind is picking up, and there is a blizzard fast approaching.
Right, let's get out of shit.
Even from here, as you board onto the ship, you can see that the Mithral threaded sails of your vessel are frosted over with icicles. The wood crusted with a rapidly growing frost. You do not have much time before the weather becomes so bad you don't have a hope of flying. What do you want to do?
Shit.
Oh damn, I don't think fire ants are going to help with sails.
Start-up sequence, Captain!
Also, Hiri, get this shit running!
We are going to start a consequence countdown, starting at a 6. If it reaches 0, the blizzard catches you.
Right.
Okay.
What I would like to do...
Is there a sheen of ice or something?
Yeah, so it's like this... I don't know whether you've ever seen a big Arctic sailing vessel in where the sails themselves would just become solid because they get soaked with water and then that freezes. That's kind of happened to your sails at this point.
Is it something where it's on the surface enough that me whipping it would help crack it and it would fall off?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
It's not completely frozen yet, so go for it.
Okay,
Finesse?
Whatever the weapon roll
Terrible.
is on this.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely finesse.
No, it's present.
Oh, is it? For a whip?
It's not going to work though, I got an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna go find my consequence countdowns.
It is with hope.
It is with hope, so you get a hope, at least.
Yeah.
That is good.
One good thing.
Sorry, bear with me. It was a failure with hope. So the countdown goes down by 1. As you kind of throw the whip and the whip, you feel it crack, but in that moment your whip hits it. And there's a moment where it wraps around the boom of the mast essentially, and you kind of misjudging it, get pulled up slightly, and then swinging slightly in the wind, the wind buffeting you, throwing you either side. You do have a fun time. You do realise that hey, I can invent a swing. Now's not the time.
Meanwhile, I'm down in the engine room. It's firing up mag plates, coolant lines open. on everything.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab all of the sheets that I used.
Oh.
I'm going to wrap them around both of my forearms, and I'm literally just going to yank on them as hard as I can, which should crack the ice on all of the sails.
Sure, go for it. I've just checked the rules. Technically, it ticked down the countdown by 2, so you're currently on a 4.
Can I give advantage to this? I'd like to give advantage to this. Can I add my experience to an advantage, or is it just...
No, you don't add your experience. You spend a hope and you Bryn, or you can roll a d6 to add to the roll. What are you doing to grant advantage?
I am basically going to, where Branthor's arms are like a little too short to grab things. I'm like hooking them with my things, and I'm just like pulling them in closer so we can get a grip on them, and
cool.
Just like making sure we can get what we need. That's a 4 on the d6.
Cool.
Okay.
Roll your duality die, bro.
That goes along with a 19 with hope.
19 with hope. Take that hope, and that is a success. As with a sudden Chardonnay, a shard of cracked ice comes like glistening around you. It doesn't hurt. It's actually quite magical. Well, except for the oncoming blizzard, it'll be quite nice. As you feel the sails pick up on the kind of strong blizzard winds coming in, begin to fill quite strongly. Branthor, your arms are suddenly pulled as the wind begins to thing, and you like quickly like unfurl, get them like tied off. The ship is starting to kind of shift on the bow. The problem is right now, currently your name engine is not active, and if you fall off this bow, you're going to collapse onto the ground. Harry, here even.
That's what I'm currently doing. Is I am working to do another emergency takeoff, and I'm like, fucking engines can't do this too often.
Give me a knowledge or finesse. I'll let you choose.
I'll make it knowledge, and I will aware. Can I use my experience of never again? I'll not lose another fucking ship.
I think based on the trauma that you got hit with previously, definitely applies. Spend that hope, get that +2.
Witcha! Ooh my god, there. Ooh, fucking hell. Fuck yeah. So that makes that an 18 with hope.
18 with hope. Get that hope back that you just spent.
Yes.
And yeah, as you suddenly, you're like just kicking pieces of metal. You tell me, how did you activate your name engine on this ship?
It's partly like being sort of a simian, and also like fungal. Like I start just like swinging off of things and like opening valves and like kicking this old engine to get it working again. I'm like, sorry, no. As I'm back at the ship, I'm shouting out things that I'm doing because I'm used to there being a crew, but I'm just like, I'm in my. Oh, never mind. Colon lines open. The theory of the.
Yeah, you get the engine thrumming, and it is a din in your kind of cubbyhole on the ship. But those of you on the ship, and we'll come to Otto in a second, as the ship itself begin to feel the kind of unsteady buoyancy that the large Netherium magnets dotted along the hull that allow your ship to ride on the magnetic currents that exist upon the world begin to take off. You begin to feel that element of weightlessness just ease you off the boughs of the tree and begin to be buffeted by the winds. We'll jump to Otto as the ship themselves. What are you doing, man?
Well, now I guess as I am stood on the deck and I am the physical manifestation of the ship, I realise I am taking off, and I will use my connection with myself to steer.
Use my connection with myself.
I'd like to give you advantage. You're spending a hope because bye.
What are you? I know this feels like an obvious question. What are you doing to provide advantage here?
I think that basically, because I am somewhat like telepathic, and I'm also working with the ship. Like I feel like we've got a system where we're like we've had to do this enough times at this point where I'm like, call it lines 4 is stuck open again, Captain.
Cool.
Wait, no,
Chestnut feels like they're helping because I've jumped up to the wheel and I'm shouting down through like the speaking tube, like, I need more power, Mister.
I've just pulled the tube off the wall at my end long ago. I was like, doesn't always do that. I've disconnected the wheel as well.
Cool.
I guess like, if I'm stood on the deck or like on the ship, I can focus and control it, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you to make me a finesse roll. Hugh, can you roll me the D6 from your advantage?
I have experience helmsman for specifically.
Exactly the kind of thing you want right
Exactly.
now. So spend a hope,
for
get
this
plus
reason.
2.
So I get plus.
I got a 5 on the die.
Okay, so you're adding 7 to this. What's your finesse modifier?
Plus 1.
Plus 1. So you're adding 8 to the 2d12 that you roll.
Warp 3, Mr. Wahiri!
I rolled 19 with fear.
Well, I'll take the fear, but that is a success. Which does give you the 3 successes you needed to get the ship airborne and sailing ahead as this blizzard is chasing you down. The ship gets airborne immediately. The sails are full and you are just careened along the line. The fear on that roll, I'm going to need everyone that is on deck to make me an agility or strength reaction roll to stay on the ship as the sudden acceleration just sweeps you off of your feet.
Can I?
Agility it is.
Wait, how fast is the ship moving?
Yes.
Pretty quick right now.
Okay, so fast in like a standard movement speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm already gripping on, you believe. Because I dangle.
As you dangle. I want you to roll anyway, but I'll take into special consideration what happens.
Okay. What is it? Sorry, agility.
So strength or agility. So it is either your ability to grab onto something and hold yourself there, or your ability to acrobatically avoid falling off the ship.
I crit succeeded with 3s.
I imagine you just like attached yourself to yourself.
Yeah, I guess I just. I guess
19 with
my
19 with
my
hope.
metal form.
Yeah. Bryn, are you on deck as well?
Well, I was busy trying to tie up ropes, so probably.
Yep.
So yeah, give me that. I assume strength reaction roll for you.
Yeah, because I'm probably still like half
Holding
onto a rope. So it's a 12
I'm sort
with
of-
hope.
A 12 with hope. You don't get hope on these, it's still a reaction roll. But with a 12, that is a failure. So, like, as you're tying off one of these ropes, you do get an element of rope burn. I do need you to mark a stress. But otherwise, you manage to, like, hold yourself on the vessel. Chardonnay.
Just sort of hooked myself into place.
15. 15 is enough. I will let you describe what happens while you're still, like, trapeze artisting along space.
I think I'm gripping on, and it's fun. It's a little scary. How high up am I off of the ground?
You're at least 10 to 15 feet off the ground, but you can be off the deck of the ship.
Yeah. I was hoping.
You can be
that
higher if you
someone-
want.
Well, no, I was hoping that someone would be able to, like, I don't know, I could stand on their shoulder as I untangle, but I don't think that's going to work because everyone's so short.
You can drop on
I think
someone.
where I'm at the helm, I think you're probably almost winging back-ish towards me.
Yeah.
Just like to reach out, like, come on, Shelby!
I
I'm
can
incredibly
fly.
friendly.
Can I could grab.
Yeah. So you just
Yeah.
take off at that point, seeing her careening in midair. And bring her
Yeah,
back.
but, like, I need to be up in the air but held long enough that I can wiggle my whip free.
Can I do that? Can I
That's
just
bad.
can I do like a strength check and hold her up?
I not needed to roll. I think it's perfectly reasonable for you to pull this off with your flight, holding up there. You get your whip untangled successfully.
I scamper down into like where the engine room is. I'm like, I'm done with the cold in the outside and all of that.
Speaking of the engine room and the grease monkey within there, what did your magic hand do with Ephraim?
I think sort of like as we were coming up to the ship, it sort of like brought him up with us, and then I imagine it probably just followed me into the engine room, and so he's just going like on it. And
Naked man.
To be fair, you put him next to like the heat sink for the name engine, just to start warming him back up.
I
Wonderful.
go and like grab like one of my like thick coats and just like, here you go, chuck it on him. And then go and assess the ship for fucking damage.
Knowing there's a heat sink there, I think I'm like, there's me, and then there's the naked man next to the heat sink.
Yes, Ephraim has kind of passed out from the shock.
Yeah.
Lots of temperature changes and stress and everything. So he is passed out at this point. Hugh, I'm not going to make you roll. You kind of know your ship quite well as you do that kind of stock check. I don't want to risk you gaining fear for this, generating fear for this. We kind of take a look around. Every ship or airship within this world has three primary components that are necessary for it to be a serviceable airship. The first, aforementioned name engine, is the thing that fundamentally allows ships to fly, riding the magnetic ley line, or not magnetic lines, the magnetic field of the world. The second are the Mithral sails. Not strictly necessary, but the amount of damage that non-Mithral fibered sails take from high winds and ice and everything make pretty much anything else not exactly functional. And the last one being the power source that is functional for running the name engine and every other piece of kind of arcano tech on the vessel, are powered by what are called solar crystals. These kind of amber-coloured gemstones that are capable of, in solar energy, absorbing that power and essentially being used as infinite batteries. They are also responsible for the many floating islands that dot this world, as solar crystals seem to, when connected to rock and given a lot of energy, begin to float like a hot air balloon. As you're going around the ship, the sails, thankfully, despite the frost, have taken very minimal damage. And so a couple of repairs once you're in port that won't take much, that you could probably do yourself with some...
they're very, very durable. I'm more sort of like looking at the rigging that was fucking yanked on by morons.
The rigging, again, will take a little bit of work. You're definitely we'll probably need to head back to port just to shore up everything. The biggest concern for you, however, is due to the cold that set in and the blizzard that was coming in that you successfully managed to escape. You didn't manage to escape it fully unscathed, as it looks like a number of your solar crystals have gained cracks from the extreme cold, which potentially poses a risk where they could, at any point, no longer contain the energy they have inside them, and that possibly needs either repairing or replacing.
I knew we should have warmed up before we got going. Bringing the crystals up to full power from cold is never good for them, especially in this weather. I'm saying mostly to myself.
Better for them than falling out the sky.
Is magic glue something that I think I would probably possess it, but would it help? Would
You have used your pack already today, haven't you?
I thought it just took hope. I didn't think it was once a something.
I think it's a once a thing.
Into the rule book.
Also, I just meant my stash of garbage.
Once per session.
Once per session.
Once per session.
What about my stack of garbage in my room?
What about my garbage?
My garbage stack, Ethan.
Tell us about the garbage.
There will be some PVA glue in there, I'll give you that.
Okay, well, I go Scamper get that. Scamper go to Hiri and go, would this help?
Also, thank you. This will be a great help. I don't mention that it's because I'm just doing some papier-mâché back in my office.
I also want to mention to Hiri, so Hiri has a monkey tail.
Yes.
Yes. So I think that
it's been coiled up this entire time because it's so fucking cold.
So I would go to Hiri and I would be like, I get it. I get why you swing around on things.
Yeah?
I did that.
Yeah.
And it was very fun.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
And could I please make a swing in your engine room?
Alright, yeah. I've got put it there's a couple of beams you can hang it from, just not in front of the engine. Because if you fall off it, obviously you'll fall into the engine. I've seen that happen, but oh my God.
Yay! Swing!
I would like to continue sort of going around I'm sort of checking on the solar crystals, and if I can, I'll use Mending Touch to get a bit more power out of them, sort of like extend the life a little bit.
I think Mending Touch will, you're fairly confident, keep them together until you can get to port. You know the port of New Tani is not that far away. It's not where you left. It's not where you left from, but it's probably the closest one to where you are.
Yeah.
Where you can probably get them properly restored.
And also, we all know Healing Touch has one of the required components is PvE glue.
It's canon. Is there anything else any of you would like to do as you take to the sky?
As I sort of shift the wheel back into like a sort of cruise control mode that definitely exists.
Definitely not Otto just steering.
Yeah, I'm not like steering.
I just get like Otto's face on the steering wheel, just like, okay.
I've sort of told
just
Otto, like, once the captain's not there, just plug it back in. Like, it's...
Let's sort of come up to the railing and sort of shout down, Branthor, how are the sails doing? And do your job.
My job isn't existing yet.
Do the other job that asks you to do on the ship, please.
I find a pebble and flick it at your head while getting on with it.
Well,
then I do a casual front flip from the poop deck, down onto the main deck,
onto the P deck.
Like Otto and I are next to each other. I'm like, I've got one of the solar crystals that's like cracked. I'm like, we're discussing like, we need at least replacing. Yeah, we need to replace the guidelines and everything like that. I'm assuming you're like
for my continued work.
Yes.
I sort of stare at you, like blank faced.
Yeah.
If anyone needs me, I will be in my office. I say going down to my quarters.
I'll have those requisition forms that I need for you.
Oh, I'll get those.
Did these broken crystals, like, affect me at all, as it's technically my power source?
They don't affect your, like, physical wandering around form, but you do feel, like, a little lethargic. It's not like there's a lot of power gone. It's just you're dealing with... You know that whole thing where a battery starts leaking? Like
long-term damage.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there birds in the sky?
Yeah. Tell you what do they look like?
They're black and white. They look a bit like albatrosses, but with like Frisian cow coloured. And it's just because one of my canon pastimes is throwing my blade at them and giving any results to Chestnut Puddle.
I believe your blade is a returning blade, is it not?
It is.
Okay,
it is.
Fine. Feel free to make me an attack roll, see whether you can kill an albatross, because that's always a good thing.
Okay.
I think just before I'm heading to my quarters, I hear the sound of Chardonnay's knife flying through the air, and just sort of casually try and wait and lean up against the wall, thinking.
Okay, so that's a 15.
With?
Oh, sorry. It's with fear.
Thank you very much.
It's an albatross.
Farming fear.
Well, you do successfully hit this albatross, and the blade returns to you with a bird that is a wingspan larger than you on the deck. Still just kind of like spasming slightly, and that's like what takes you over as it spasms further.
Even
what
if
I will say as a fear, that opens up in Otto's memory banks especially, like, killing albatross is bad. Big curse, bad luck.
Walk over there. This was perhaps not the most preferable course of action you could have taken.
I'm like, Chestnut Puddle!
We sort of walk out. Oh, Chardonnay, this is a real shame. I'll get rid of it for you.
I'll just
start dragging it back towards my quarters.
And then also I'm like, see? It's fine. It's fine.
Right. So
It's very bad luck, this sort of thing. You really shouldn't do it with this sort of.
I would not be surprised if further consequences followed this.
And then I'd like to sneak down to where Chestnut Puddle's quarters and partake and.
All right, so
Albatross
it's
vibe.
raw albatross for those two. Branthor, you and I'll go and put the stew on again. It's the same.
Excuse me, I have a
No, it's like-
small kitchen set up.
What I imagine is that the stew on the ship is the same stew.
Forever stew.
It's
Yeah.
always been.
Yeah,
It's just a
It's a
forever
100-year-old
Yeah.
stew.
Mm.
Forever
Yeah.
stew.
Blinding stew.
So many names for it. Anyway, after a few hours, which if anyone wants to take a short rest in that time, they are welcome to.
How'd you do it?
So
Happens on a short rest in dagger time.
in dagger time.
Dagger time.
Short rest in Daggerheart. The only things that are relevant to you as level 1s, you can take 2 of the following options. You can tend to your wounds, regain 1d4 plus 1 hit points. Clear stress, 1d4 plus 1 stress. Repair armor if you use any armor slots, or prepare and gain a hope. If
Can you do the same one twice?
If multiple people prepare, you each gain 2 hope.
I'll prepare a hope because I've got literally nothing else to do.
I also want to
Same.
do a hope and clear a stress.
Same. So everyone gains 2 hope.
Everyone gains 2 hope, and I think everyone else's stress trackers are cleared.
Forever stew's good tonight, isn't it?
Good. A few hours after the events at the Boreal Glacier, you come slightly limping into the port town as Hiri has kind of disconnected the cracked solar cells, so you kind of low power into the port town of Neotani. A relatively small port town out here in the outer peaks. You can handle a few sky vessels at a time. It stands out as being precariously built onto the leeward side of a mountain peak, so you kind of come scooping around and get out of the wind. Much of the town is completely suspended over the cloud bank below. There are a few port berths open as you touch down, and you enter into the town. Ephraim at this point has woken up and is standing on the deck of the ship as you kind of settle into your berth.
Oh, your clothes back on.
He has put everything back on. There has been time where he's worn back up, they've dried out, he's put on a fresh set of clothes, let's say. He's just like, well, it's good to be back on solid, warmer ground, I suppose.
So, was that long enough? Did you get long enough?
Do you feel absolved?
Are you new?
I can't say that
Newman?
I do feel that it had the required effect, unfortunately. Maybe I needed longer. Maybe the guilt's just too strong.
What?
But hey,
How
Are
much
you-
did you drink of it?
What is the guilt?
Committed
stuff,
various war crimes.
stuff from my past that
Grizzly stuff.
nah, just
Chardonnay, from what I know of organic people, they do not like it when you question guilt.
I just want to know if he's bad man.
Whether we should push him off the ship at this point, or
I didn't say that.
I let down a friend. And,
I've done that.
oh, yeah, I'll hold my hand up to that.
I did
but-
that to him, and him, and him.
well, I'm glad to see you're
I mean-
handling it better than me. Maybe I can learn from you, but in the meantime,
Yeah.
maybe I'll revisit there again someday. But for now, it seems fate has
Feel free
conspired
to-
against me.
If you want to go back, feel free to pay us again.
Oh yes, sorry, I need to make
Feel
sure.
free to pay us for the first time.
He pulls out a full bag of gold that was agreed to pay to the crew, which should be 2 handfuls each, if I can remember Daggerheart's coin system properly.
Oh,
Is it?
Coin
Yeah.
is fairly vague in this, but it's a healthy sum that should get you the repairs you need, restock of food, and maybe a good night or so in town at least.
Question, do I eat?
We're going to say no, but you
But you need
drain
material.
the solar crystals a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
yeah.
Do I not need like WD?
The various
or something?
repairs and whatnot that the upkeep that we do to you is your meal.
Yes. He returns to you. Well, for now, I'll go drink the sorrows away, I suppose, for now, and figure out what I want to do next. Again, thank you very much. It has been somewhat of a pleasure sailing with you. You are a very talented crew. And for now, farewell. And
I start softly purring.
he lugs his bag onto his back and heads off into Neotani. What?
I got more absolved of my previous crimes than he did, and I just had a sip. I'm thinking maybe his like the things he's done in his past actually aren't that bad. Aren't. Or they're terrible, and it's.
Or maybe what you're supposed to do is drink it and not sort of soak in it.
Yeah, maybe he just did it wrong.
Yeah.
He might have just done it wrong.
Maybe he is real bad man though. Like when he said letting down, maybe he meant like kill murder.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Like, yeah.
Are we doing the wrong thing in letting him go and letting him get away?
Well, we don't know.
No, because he paid us.
Yeah, he's paid us enough for us to be back at where we were before we went on our journey with him.
But crucially, he didn't feel better, so he might pay us to go again.
If
this could be a regular gig.
Yeah.
we can make this a forever kind of deal.
Yeah.
If we tame those wolves and
Get him in on the gig.
say we install like a grandfather clock in the wolf den, and they know when to come out.
Yeah.
We train the wolves.
You're proposing
Yeah.
like an Antarctic cruise company.
We put ourselves as the only people who can get you there and back in one piece, and then we start getting, word starts to spread, and then we get more people coming, and then we get a bigger ship. Sorry.
I like the idea of a protection racket. I don't know how it works, but I like how it sounds.
Not quite. It
does. I like tennis.
Yeah. And I think this means that we should spend our gold on dog food.
Also some people food. And I mean, the thing is, the wolves are dogs.
Do they eat albatross?
Well, they're dogs, though, is the thing. Can't trust the dog.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm sort of on track.
I refuse to work with a dog.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We
Never mind the whole
get rid of
thing.
the wolves and we replace them with
Giraffe.
like snow leopards or something.
Yeah, now we're in.
Yeah.
Right, we need to buy some snow leopards.
Cat food.
Spend all our gold on snow leopards.
Actually, no.
And cat food. We should definitely buy cat food.
Yeah, I'll just eat what you eat, right? So let's get some.
Yes,
greeny
so salmon.
treats.
Not
Yeah, and tubes.
Lots of catnip, that's essential.
tubes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. I've got my requisitions list. I'm gonna stride into town.
I'm gonna follow him.
It's
to make
slightly crumpled, but it is at least the one that you asked me for.
Yeah. Got a signature vaguely in the right place. It's just you actually put your foot on it and the paw print, which is your signature.
I've signed it, but I've signed it like an autograph, so it's not on the line. It's just sort of over most of it.
And I was like, here, requisition form.
So you head off into the kind of the shipyards to requisition various requests. You come face to face with an orcish man.
Face to cock, I guess.
Come face to face with an orcish man who seems to be managing one of the major managing the only shipyard here. Turns around upon dealing with the customer, sees you go, yeah, so what do you need?
Well, we need a whole new set of solar crystals. We need an Ethereum top up. Yeah, I think full set's the best thing, really. We just patch them again, and we'll end up back here in a couple of months, more than likely. A couple of bits of rigging need a bit of a look in. Mithral's a bit shot, but not too bad. Just the old kit and caboodle, really.
That's a lot. We don't get a lot of solar crystals in here. Most people just handling the repairs, but we got a small stash. If you got the coin for it.
We've got some coin, yeah.
Alright, well, full set. Which vessel's yours, just to double check the size that we're talking about?
It's that one. I can't... Is the ship named?
The Otto.
The Otto.
Right. Oh, well, it's smaller vessels, not too bad, at least. I can get you some. Sure. So you need the solar crystals.
Yeah.
You need a bit of rigging. The rigging's pretty much fine, I suppose.
Yeah.
The solar crystals are going to cost you probably looking at about 6 handfuls.
Not too bad. Well, I reckon that, if you were to take the ones that we've got, you can at least salvage them. They're not much use to us because they might give out on the way. We don't really have time to do the repairs on them ourselves. But I think that can we do a bit of a trade in? Really, they've definitely seen better days. But at the very least, you could flog them off on someone. One of these little these pleasure cruise ships that don't need anything really, just these little yachts. Just to go to and from home, really. Can I try and persuade him?
Give me a presence
Can I
roll.
help?
Haggle him down.
How are you helping? Chardonnay?
That is a good question. 'Cause I think I'm more of a hindrance. Oh shit! I can only think of one. I'm thinking of being like, "Hey, that's PBA." I think that would help.
Sweeten the deal, slides over PVA glue.
It's a handful of PVA glue.
No. Okay, so I did mention a recycling scheme. And I don't know, maybe I just look savvy. I don't need to be savvy. I can just use my presence to pretend I am.
Looking savvy.
So
Yeah,
you're just
like
trying to look like you know what you're doing.
I'm backup.
Just sort of
And
leaning casually against the counter, like.
And I'm picking up, because I do have a natural curiosity for things and stuff. So I'm picking up
Things.
all sorts.
Things and stuff.
Yeah, that surround the place. And maybe if he doesn't play nice, I'll be thinking of sliding some of this in my pocket. But if he does play nice, I'll respect the man. And I won't.
Okay.
Can I
Threatening him with
spend the
disrespect.
hope to use my experience of scrap engineering to basically be giving him ideas about you definitely can use all this on, bits and bobs and things and that, basically helping him sort of okay, yeah, maybe he's got something there and I can actually make some money off of the old crystals.
Sure.
Excellent. That puts my -1 to a +1. I don't know why I'm doing the talking.
The difficulty is
You always do this.
the difficulty is a 12, so it's not too hard.
Okay, cool.
Plus a d6 from Ellie's help.
Plus a
Do I-
d6.
do
Yeah,
I-
roll it.
Do I add my presence?
No, you are literally
No, it's just a
rolling
d6, yeah. 3, well, that brings it to a 12!
Yeah.
With
Yay!
With hope again.
With hope.
Luckily.
Get that hope.
No, it's close.
Delicious hope.
He looks at you and just like, all right, let's see these damage crystals then at least.
Yeah,
figure
I'll
out what-
come along, yeah.
You takes a look over them. It's like, you know what? They're not too bad. You probably could have just repaired them, but I respect that you want them properly sorted out.
Yeah.
Given a bit of time, I probably can pull them off pretty well. Okay, you said you needed some rigging repairs as well. Was there anything else? You said did you need Ethereum clear up?
Well, do we?
Yeah, well, this is the important thing. Netherium, for its wonderful magnetic properties, is a corrosive, corruptive material. It slowly leaches into the materials that it's kind of around, and so every so often kind of needs a clean out to make sure it doesn't ruin your entire ship.
At all times, I'm sort of at various times, I'm down in the bowels of the ship, cleaning out the Ethereum channels and whatnot, and I'm always vaguely magnetic as a result.
The Ethereum channels
You don't
are too
have
high,
pockets.
Captain.
You just put the spanner on the shoulder. Just like
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good for me long term.
All right. Well,
Yeah. How are we looking Ethereum wise?
You put yourself under a bit of strain recently, I can tell. So little bit of cleanup, might need to replace a couple of things. Not any of the actual components, just like the bits around it.
Yeah, just do an emergency mag lift. You know that's all. Yeah.
Are you in a rush? Are you in a rush at all? Or are you staying in town for a bit?
Well,
This is the sort of town that would have
I got
jobs.
time.
It's town.
we got
jobs for it,
time.
yeah.
We got time. Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
time. All right.
We'll
Well,
save us money.
well, if you want it done quickly, I'll knock a handful of gold off for you with the crystals. If you got time, and I'm talking a couple of days,
Yeah.
2 handfuls are probably we can take 2 handfuls off. We don't need the expedited. Call it 4.
For the whole king caboodle.
Clear out the Nitherium, replace your solar crystals, get you a bunch of rigging,
Oh.
sort it out.
diamond. I'll give them a handful each. We'll say that
I'll give
the
2
ship
because it's technically my ship, and I take responsibility.
Can I give some because it's actually me?
I'll give a handful from the ship.
From Otto.
2 from the
Yeah.
captain.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, alright, I'll get this sorted out.
Nice doing business with ya.
Shakes your hand, heads back off.
Yay! Jobs board.
Yeah.
Jobs board.
There's
Chardonnay.
anything along the lines of rat catching, pigeon fetching, chicken eating, fishing,
Chicken's eaten.
well, fish fishing, toad swallowing.
Take your time.
Or
I
just
need these
general.
toads swallowed.
I have a problem. There's too many generally small animals around my house. I need them eaten.
Okay, but also like trinket finding, shiny thing spotting.
You head over.
Level 1, like MMO.
Level 1 tier.
Yeah, get
I
3
need 3
blue
wolf
flowers to
pelts.
brew the potion.
You disappear into a basement with like a cricket bat and come out covered in rat blood.
And 6 levels.
I can cast Fireball now.
There's this haunted look behind their eyes of like, I had to learn. There were so many. Just chittering in the dark. I never hear it.
Everywhere I swung, I only met Red Skull.
Anyway, yeah. Jobs.
Anyway, Skaven are here. Chardonnay, you head over to the centre of town where there is a small courtyard with a notice board on it. It's not that far from the docks because obviously the main people who are looking for these jobs are those who are kind of popping into town. There are 4 pieces of kind of parchment posted up here from the mayor, other people seeking work. The first one that you find is exactly what you're kind of looking for, which is the local tavern. Which I'll tell you what, Ellie, give me the name of the local tavern.
The feisty nutcracker.
Love it.
It's a goblin that's doing like a massive like uppercut into someone's nuts on the board.
Perfect.
That's old Feisty himself.
Has posted up something along the lines of a bunch of giant rats have taken out their lower basement that they could do with someone clearing out. Currently it's been just sealed shut and piled over with kegs so the rats don't come out. You do notice 3 other things on there. There is a request of someone to deliver a shipment of Yerlu fruit to Polycuro, which is should be a fairly simple run. You have no idea, Chardonnay. You don't pay attention where places are, but if any of the others looked at it, there is a posting up looking to recruit people to start working in the Nitherium mines that are relatively near here. The other one, Chardonnay, is particular attention to you. As you see, nailed in the board, a bad approximation of your own face.
Oh no, I pulled my hat a bit lower.
With a wanted sign underneath for theft of personal items.
I grabbed that and I crumple it.
I was like, how much was it for?
It was for 2 bags of gold.
I have 2 bags of gold.
I mean,
You have 2 hands
I
of
was
gold.
thinking of
Oh
like
shit!
we can try and like pull it off, where we get paid, you get taken into custody, and then we break you out, and then we do it with the next people as well.
I would be down for that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look, open it up. Look, who does it say is actually looking for you?
Okay.
Surely
yeah.
it says like bring them to
Flatten it
X, Y,
out.
or Z place.
You open it up.
Ooh.
It does say that the bounty has been put out by the Guyol family, which is a name you do recognise, as it is the family that you,
Pissed off.
let's say, procured a set of more impressive horns for yourself from their dead grandmother.
Yeah.
Well, she
Just
wasn't
was.
fucking using them, was she?
Exactly. I am. And they look great. Okay, so I'll do the rats one, and then we can talk about the one for me. And then I'm like, does anyone want to be a miner or take fruit to a polycule? Because that's another option.
So if I could take some fruit from Polycule.
Okay.
I mean,
Are you with her? No, it's Chestnut Puddle with her.
yeah, I imagine so.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
here now. Hello.
Yeah. Alright.
I got bored on the ship.
Okay, I was gonna pop back for Nara and give that to you. And I'm like, right. Do you want to get in on the whole dobbing me in but then stealing me back scheme? There's 2 bags of gold in it.
Oh.
It's double what
There's
we
a
got
lot
paid
of
just
gold.
now.
There's a lot of gold, but what if it can't get you out again? Anyone who's willing to pay 2 bags of gold is probably pretty good at keeping people
Well,
from taking your stuff.
we can check it out,
Scheme?
I think let's start putting the scheme together. Maybe they'll up the
Yeah,
price.
yeah. Let's go kill some rats and,
Yeah, let's
and,
do rats.
and deliver some food to an orgy or whatever. And
For the
then-
record, Ellie, you do know that the Goyal family aren't here. They're in another place. It's just posted up here that the bounty has gotten out. To this
Oh,
place.
okay. Yeah, we'll put the scheme together.
The drawing, is it a drawing or do they have photography?
It's
or...
it is a drawing.
It's a drawing.
There is photography in this world. This is a
It's a
drawing.
little demon in
You
a
are
box.
out.
It's called
You
the
are
very quick
out
painting.
on the sketches, the like edges of society. This is just like
The outer rim.
yeah,
Is it a tangled type deal where they've not quite got it right?
exactly.
They haven't got your
Okay.
nose right.
I haven't got my nose right. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you got rid of that nose and replaced it a while ago.
Yeah.
That was that was 2 noses ago.
Yeah.
As for the mining one, that seems more like a career opportunity than anything else.
Yeah. Did it seem like anyone actually recognised me? Has it got any kind of trademark hat or anything, or is it nothing really like me?
What is I'll tell you what is a distinguishing feature that you have that they did get right, and what is the
Okay.
distinguishing feature that you have that they got completely wrong? Clothing is acceptable,
So
considering you seem to wear the same clothes all the time.
So I have like various scars, like pulling a lip up and making an eye white and that sort of thing. So I think that they probably would have gotten some of those details wrong or maybe flipped to the side. They know their own grandmother's horns, so those have the most detail.
Gotcha.
And then I think that because the horns are part of the hat, I think they probably would have been like, and big fluffy hat, and I do have a big fluffy hat. But then if you were to be like, but is that her face? Then that wouldn't hold up. But most
Okay.
people are probably, but the more obvious bits of me are not the face, it's the horns and the hat.
Gotcha.
So that'll be a problem.
As you kind of, I'll tell you what. Roll me a instinct roll to see if anyone has noticed the similarity between you and the door.
12
A
with
12
fear.
with fear.
Rolling fear.
I will take that fear. By the way, I did
Top
spend a
rolling
fear.
fear.
I did spend a fear to use your backstory against you, which is a GM move. On that, just to let you know how that that I am using some fear and not just hoarding it all the time. You roll a 12 with fear, yeah. Cool. You take a look around, and you do see like a couple of people that look like ship hands that are like the kind of people that jump from ship to ship, just wherever there's needed. They're here, just like picking their nails like with a knife and just nudge each other. It's like.
I cast Fog Cloud.
But they don't make any immediate moves in that moment.
I don't know whether to go up to them and be like, look, Scar, different. Or whether to
I think as we've previously been discussing, Chardonnay, while I'm very glad that your social anxiety is getting a bit better, I think that would be a bad idea.
I'm gonna pull off my flight helmet, like one of those leather thick ones. I'm gonna take my dagger out and go just poke some holes in the there we go, and just grab your hat and put it on me, and then put the helmet on you.
Sure.
I've got a helmet. Okay. Well, I take some of the dangly bits off of my hat and put them on the flight helmet.
Yeah.
So do you head to the tavern? You head to the Feisty Nutcracker? Feisty Nutcracker, as you head inside, is a fairly well-lit place. Its USP, to kind of also go with its name, is it does have a fireplace that you essentially can hear popping candy in at all times. It's a proper, pop and crackle fireplace.
No one's able to have a conversation.
Yeah, it's quite hard to have a conversation here, but also quite easy to have a secret conversation in here. The first thing you notice in here, other than half a dozen goblins just scampering around behind the bar, is Ephraim is sitting in here nursing a tankard with a second one already drunk on the table, just kind of musing over their thoughts and that kind of thing.
Hey, boss.
Oh! How are we doing?
You're not here to kill some rats, are you?
Job's taken.
Yeah. This is our gig.
No! But... very well. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, well.
So you head over to the bar where a bunch of goblins are just bouncing around with their large, bat ears. And one of them just, jumps up to the table going, "Hey! What can I do you for? Whiskey? Ale? Simshaw?"
I slammed the thing on. And also I slammed my dagger down. Rat!
Is that a threat?
No!
Oh, it's a threat to the rats. Gotcha.
To the rat!
Threat.
I'll be honest, no one's really dealt with it. I've been up for a couple of weeks now. It's quite helpful. The rats might be dead by now.
Built a little society.
Wow, we're about to make some easy money.
Well, if you can confirm either way, I'll pay you out.
Okay.
I can pay you in either free drinks for 2 days, or 2 anvils.
I have been told I make bad choices, so I will let these people decide.
A professional
Drinker.
professional sort of person. We are going to be in port for 2 days, so I think we'll take you up on the drinks.
Done.
Hey!
Easy for me.
That's what I want.
Right, here are the keys.
We'd end up spending way more than 2 handfuls of gold on the drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Here are the keys. Throws a set of iron keys just straight at your face.
They just
Can
Go that way.
I get a drink now?
Sure. You pay?
It's thirsty work down there.
Huh?
You pay?
I'm in advance.
No.
Advance.
Who do you think I am? I've got a business to run here.
It was gonna help. Fine.
It's fine. We go down, we'll find a rat, bring it up.
If I bring up
Can I
one
check? Is
rat,
it just
can I
currently
have-
you 3 as well? Is Branthor's on the ship, just guarding the ship, and Otto
Yeah, I haven't been asked.
Yeah,
to
facilitating
Yeah.
instructions?
We weren't told about. We weren't told about this.
Follow.
No, we're just chilling. You never know
Otto's
to get us.
just,
Oh, okay.
You
Otto's
forget,
currently just doing ship stuff.
Branthor has been hired purely to bodyguard a guy who isn't on the ship yet.
It's true.
So
maybe-
thereby logic, he defends the ship unless the ship asks him to do something.
Well,
Harry can talk to the ship, right? Telepathically?
Oh, yeah.
What's the range of that, though?
It's wherever, I think. Where's the rule gone?
bring up one rat. Can I have a drink and then go down?
Is it a drink per rat, or?
Look, do you want to haggle, or do you actually just want the drinks and to go sort out my rat problem? Because I will sit here and haggle all day. I'm probably far better at it than you. I've dealt with a lot of people.
I want to do the rats and the drinks. They both sound very fun. I just want to happen to do it drunk.
Then pay for it.
Fine, I'll do your rat.
I can roll instinct to open up a fungal communication line with the ship.
You've got fungal spore network buried into the ship.
That is a 13 with fear, but it's a 12 to do it.
Okay, there. As it stems out, it does give you a mild headache upon doing this, because some of the fungal spores have had Netherium leach into them, so it's just like a bit of a bile at the back of the throat moment.
There's so much. There's like a mycelial network around the ship at this point that means that it's kind of plumbed into the works a little bit.
Yeah.
Also keeps being I need to clean this.
And you
I'm infected.
You communicate to the ship. Branthor and Otto, do you decide to come join the party?
I guess so. I mean, there's nothing to really defend at the moment.
Yeah, if the ship's moving,
So might as well.
Sure.
You head in to find. At this point, will you have paid for a drink since you're now waiting for your friends?
No, we're not paying for drinks.
You're just sitting there waiting patiently.
I've gone down to get a head start. I want to get the most rats.
Yeah, I'd be spending with some rats.
Tell you what, for the sake,
It would be a Gimli and Legolas type, who's gonna get more rats.
for the sake of brevity,
I've got 3. I'm on 27.
for the sake of brevity, as you head down, and basically Branthor and Otto turn up as you're moving the last kegs out of the way to get to the trapdoor to the bottom basement. They're piled quite high up in here. You kind of open it up, expecting the chittering noise of rats, and you're met with silence. And you kind of Chardonnay jump down, and you just land on something quite soft, and your feet sink into it. And you feel a bone break underneath.
Oh.
Easy money.
Does anyone have any light sources or anything?
I'm a cat.
Cause lights to a.
You bring up the lights, and down here is a festering sludge of rotting rats that have starved, having been trapped down here, cannibalized in places by other rats. A few giant rats down here as well. And you just start all kind of just taking rat heads, because you're like, we'll get paid.
All right.
As you head up, you begin to hear shouting.
Oh.
Stupid idiot rat.
And the sound of panic and chaos and slamming doors. As you come rushing back up the stairs, you see the goblins all hunkered down behind the bar, a few of them having pulled out crossbows that were hidden underneath the bar. You find Netherium and the other kind of patrons that were in the bar at this time kind of hunkered down underneath tables, and you can hear shouts coming from outside the doors.
It's the wolves! They found us!
Are there windows?
There are windows, yes.
Windows that we could fit through.
Yeah. You can fit through
Windows
a
we
window.
can look through first.
I would say
Windows we can look through
Otto
first.
would have fit through a window, and Branthor might bend the frames.
I would create a new window.
Go straight up.
Do you take a look out? Harry?
Yeah, I look out.
Yeah.
Okay, one of you roll me presence, because I don't want... not presence. Instinct.
I can do that. That is a 17 with hope, and I get another hope because I rolled a 9 on one of my dice.
Sweet. Remember, you can only ever have 6 hope at a time, so make sure
Yeah, I've got 4.
keep burning it.
I made myself use 2 of them on the mending touch when we were on the ship.
Love it. You quickly look outside this dirtied up window, and you kind of have to and you kind of spread oil over it a little bit, and all of it before you just go, oh fuck it, I'll just open it myself. And you look out, and you see 2 vessels outside the port. You can kind of look out the port here, and you can see 2 sky ships sitting in the port, each one flying a black flag emblazoned on it, a kind of iron grey insignia of a skull. a bearded skull. I will give, I'll give you with that roll, Hiri, that you know this to be the sigil of the quite infamous pirate that goes by the name of Ironbeard Hawker. He is a pirate who likes to... Well, I'll tell you, make me a knowledge roll, but this won't generate...
All right.
Just make it a knowledge reaction roll upon seeing this flag. Won't generate hope or fear.
That is a 13. Oh wait, no, +2, 15.
15. You don't know much about him personally. You know his reputation is he likes to sell himself as a mercenary, but he is definitely a pirate. And he is like... and you see them like blockading the ship and blockading the port, and a number of like pirates heading like into the town and beginning to like break open doors and kick their way through, stealing and looting as they go.
Ah, shit, lad.
Wow.
We could hide with the rat.
I think we should get everyone else down into the hold, into the basement, and we'll scatter the rat bones out around here to make it that everyone's dead.
Yeah, okay.
And it was only inhabited by rats.
Yeah. I've been waiting for something like this for ages.
And I think we should skedaddle.
Wait. What was Chestnut Puddle saying?
I've been waiting for something like this for ages. This is great.
Like, fight time.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 whole ships out there, Captain.
Yeah. It's finally a fair fight.
I mean, there's one for you lot and one for me, it seems perfect.
Now, I'll give you this, Hiri, as the kind of engineer of the party. You know that maintaining a sky vessel, airborne, and Ethereum engine for most people is like a multi-crew job, right?
Yeah.
The fact that you're able to do it is either an incredible display of your own natural ability or a weird nature of the name engine that you've got.
We have a ship that is itself.
Yeah. So, while these ships are out there, their entire crew cannot come ashore if they're going to stay afloat, and they are definitely still afloat.
Yeah.
But there are still a number of them starting to run through town.
Alright.
Hey, get a couple of them, the rest will run off.
Yeah,
And then we're heroes.
pirates. They're cowards. They're here for money.
Yeah.
We could get that
Not
money.
like us, honest businessmen.
Yeah.
At which point, Chardonnay, you feel a like tug on your sleeve, and you see like hiding behind the underneath the table, Ephraim. Just looks at you and just goes, "Are you saying about getting out of here?"
Yeah.
Looks like you'll be coming with us on another.
You'll have to fight some pirates.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
not.
have to buy some pirates at all for a reasonable price.
2 handfuls of gold. Not handfuls, bags.
I don't have that amount on me.
How much do you have on you?
A couple of handfuls to facilitate my stay here and potentially journey on a ship.
It's free money. We just get him on the ship.
Give us that.
Yeah. Right, Branthor, look after this one.
Strap him to your back. Baby carry him.
What's going on?
A boost. Get him inside your armor.
Don't grab his hand and
Now your
shake it.
bodyguard.
I was just.
Just think of it as like you've been hired to be a bodyguard. It's just they've not turned up, so you've just subcontracted a little bit, you know.
Use your bodyguarding instincts whilst you've not got the other thing to guard them.
Yeah, keep you on your toes.
It'll be good practice.
As you're discussing this, I'm going to spend a fear, and there is suddenly a loud like scream and a shout of "Incoming!" as just sailing through and like smashing into the roof and corner of this building is a huge amount of scrap metal and iron that just takes out a section of the wall, goes clattering out into the street beyond. You hear someone just go oof from seemingly outside and get clattered out by this scrap that goes clattering through the streets. The goblins all like dive down for it, and Ephraim's like, "Ah!"
They've got a scrap cannon.
Does our ship have, like...
I want it.
It does not.
Also, have you got cannons?
Do we have cannons?
You do not. No.
No, we have no offensive capability.
Would you like one?
Of course.
Right, let's see what we can do. Come on.
If their ships need people aboard, and some of them have gone, so they've got a skeleton crew, then it sounds like they're kind of vulnerable. So we could go back to their ships. And
Their ships are
like,
currently airborne, so you've got to figure out a way to actually get a shot. They're not docked, right?
can fly. Otto can fly.
Yeah, but only Otto.
What are you doing?
Carry it.
I'm going
Let's
to
go.
I take my 2 weapons and I rush out into the street.
You rush out into the streets and you come out into like the courtyard where this tavern is, obviously kind of center of town where a lot of people come into, and you see like just like kicking through stalls and wrenching open doors. You kind of look out and there's like a number of pirates out here. There's like a handful of like little scrawny fuckers just like scampering about doing everything that they want. You see a couple of like big burly ones with like the cut off sleeves, the proper tattoos, carrying like their fists are the size of like Chardonnay's head, kind of like proper big fuckers. Yeah, like you would estimate there's probably around like 20 pirates in this courtyard right now. For the record, using hordes, they're not individual individual characters in each one, and then like charismatically like swanning around directing other ones. You see like in a jacket and coat, a cocked hat on one side with like a number of like iron pins like jammed through it, and a thick beard that looks like steel wool, just swanning around with a large blunt cutlass, just directing them. The individual you believe to be Ironbeard, and
So you got two peg legs.
yes, they're just clanking on the on the wood.
I want me that coat.
I will let you guys. Well, I would say technically we're still on your spotlight, Chestnut. What you want to do is you burst out into the sunlight.
Burst out into the sunlight, see how many of them there are, and have a small moment of glee as I flip up my hook with the chain on it, just set it spinning. And can I get a number of them within close range?
Yeah, you can kind of head up. There's a group of pirates kind of kicking over various bits relatively close. You can kind of quickly dash over and slash out towards.
Sweet. I'm going to make a whirlwind attack with my grappler. So that is a finesse roll I have to make. I spend a hope to use it against all characters within very close range. That is an 18 plus 2, 20 with hope.
That hits, and add that and take that hope.
Right, and now the fun thing that happens with whirlwind. Well, first it deals a d6 plus 1 of damage. 7 damage. And with a whirlwind
7
attack...
7 damage hits their major threshold.
With whirlwind, every other target within very close range takes half the damage. So they take 3 or 4, depends how we're rounding.
Yep.
But because I hit them with my grappler, they're pulled into melee range with me.
Cool. So you just like...
So as I come out spinning this hook, I swing it out, let the chain go long so that it wraps around them, sort of hooks itself into like a lasso, and like using like a lamppost as a like pulley, just
Yeah. As you
yank them all over to me.
pull in a bunch of this horde of pirate raiders in together. You see a number of them just like go clattering down onto the floor, like ripped open, as like a number of them completely go down, and a bunch more are like pulled in closer towards you. Still your spotlight.
If anyone else wants to.
Sorry, carry on.
Go on, Charlie.
Well, if there's a bunch of them, if they're all bundled together, does that mean I can get close enough that there's several within very close?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, yeah, because I have a thing called Rain of Blades, and I can spend a hope to make a spellcast roll and conjure throwing blades that strike out at all targets within very close range.
Yeah, so currently this is still just like one horde, but yeah, you can throw this rain of blades out and absolutely cut through the ones that are absolutely grappled up. So roll that spellcasting check.
Do they count as vulnerable?
They are not currently vulnerable, no.
Okay. Righty right. So this Rain of Blades is a midnight spell. How does it work?
You roll, I believe, presence for you. You are a rogue, correct? Nightwalker, is that right?
Rain of Blades. Make a spellcast roll.
Yeah, what's your spellcasting trait, Ellie?
Finesse, won't it? Finesse, yeah.
If you're a Nightwalker, your spellcasting trait is finesse. Do make a finesse roll for me.
I'm a Nightwalker, yeah. Okay, 24.
With.
Oh, it's with fear.
Thank you. 24 does hit. Please roll me some damage.
Awesome. Does that cost that? Yeah, that costs a hit. Okay, right. Damage.
D8 plus 2.
Yeah, D8 plus 2.
Are we adding anything to these damage rolls again? Because I can't remember how proficiency works in this game.
Proficiency is when you roll something that is damage with proficiency, usually weapons. Proficiency is just the number of dice that you roll in that.
Because this says D8 plus 2 magic damage using your proficiency.
Yeah, so that would be where proficiency. So right now your proficiency is 1,
yeah.
so you would roll 1d8 plus 2. If you level up and choose to increase your proficiency when you level up, you'll get 2d8, 3d8, etc.
Okay.
Right, okay, cool.
They each take 6 damage.
6 damage, which is their major threshold. So this group of pirates that were ransacking a shop get sliced through by Chestnut, pulled together, and at that point Chardonnay rushes out, and before they have a chance to kind of break free of their chain, they're all just like pierced through the chest by a rain of magical blades, and they all just go limp in your chain, Chestnut. And in that moment, the pirate captain turns around and is like, "Hey lads, looks like some of them have come to play. Let's get them!" As, because you're old with fear, the spotlight shifts over to me. Yeah, so one of the pirate toughs is going to run up towards you, Chestnut, as the guy with that is the closest kind of thing. And with these big meaty fists, just going to go, and it's just going to come swinging into you as my first activation. That is a 7 to hit you.
My evasion is a 12.
A 12. So you just see this coming, and this large, like, haymaker swings over the top of you. And then
I do that annoying, like, cat thing, you know, where you go to stroke them when they don't want to be stroked, and they just sort of bend out the way.
I'm then gonna spend a fear to have another group of these pirates rush over to try and get on Chardonnay, and we'll just start hacking away at Chardonnay with cutlasses. That is a 19 to hit you, Chardonnay.
That does hit, yeah.
For 3 points of physical damage.
Okay. How does armor work?
Minor damage and...
So, how damage and everything work? I'll tell you, Andrew, you're doing a good job. I'll let you do it. Rest my voice.
So you've got 2 thresholds. You've got minor damage, major damage, severe damage beyond your character sheet.
Mm-hmm. So the damage between minor and major is 5.
So 3 is the number that's currently on there. So if that number is higher than your first threshold, you're going to take 2 damage. If it's not, you're going to take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can spend armor to reduce that number down. Unfortunately, you will always be taking at least 1 damage.
Oh, I'll just take the 1 damage then.
Yeah, there is.
But it means that if this had gone over your first threshold, say it was 6, and you you had an armor of say 3, because those are the numbers I have in front of me.
Yeah.
I could take that number down past my thresholds, that I'm back in only taking 1 damage rather than 2.
At that point, I will spend 1 more fear to as answering. 2 more fear, because I have to activate the pirate captain and then use their no quarter action as they like bellow out to pull more pirates into the realm, essentially replenishing the ones that you'd already put down. And then I will pass the spotlight back to you guys, as there was only 2 of you currently out of the tavern. They didn't want to overcommit.
I would like to use one of my manuals as I like flick it back over and bring up one of my spell. In fact, I will jump out. Can I get within melee range of 3 adversaries?
You can get within 3. You would have to make an agility roll to essentially sprint across the courtyard to get within one of the hordes. So if you make me an agility roll...
Does that give me any other disadvantages if it fails?
If it fails, the spotlight will shift to me.
Okay.
We're essentially taking an action to move across a swirling battlefield to try and get to them.
That is a 12 with hope.
A 12 with hope is enough. So you successfully kind of like push past the large one that's trying to haymaker your captain, and like swoon across to one of the large other groups that are currently like harassing or like trying to round up a bunch, or like no, let's say they're like piling up plunder.
I like you just hear like a click as I'm like lighting up a cigarette. I then just like pull out Oily Jim and spray like a cone of fire as I like hold up my cigarette to it as it's over them. I'll use Wild Flame from the Book of Typhar.
Nice.
Make a spellcast roll against 3 adversaries within melee range. Targets I succeed against take 2d6 fire damage, and then I mark a stress after the fact.
Go for it.
So the first one
Jim is anything other than your penis.
is a 16 with hope, but do I get hope from any of these rolls? Because it's 3 rolls.
It's still an action. Your action is attempting this spell, so that's where the hope comes from. Because I would get a fear if you fail. Or roll with it.
Second one's a 7 with fear.
I don't think you need to roll 3 times. I think it goes to 3 targets. You roll once.
Oh, in which case the first one.
Yes, the first one, and then you just roll damage. It applies to 3 targets.
Yeah, cool. That is 10 damage to all of them.
Ooh, so close to the severe threshold, but it does take the like burn in the fire. Like, what the fuck? Ah! You see some of the wood of this plunder pile start to like catch up on fire as they turn around and draw cutlasses to try and hack away towards you. But it is still your guys' turn.
Yeah.
Otto, I think, was going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna smash through the wall and join the fight.
The door and the window are both open.
So currently the situation.
I would through the window. You might run it. You like two of you like run through the window.
There's already a hole in the wall as well.
I would like to remind you the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Love it. As you burst out into this courtyard, the scene that is in front of you is just away, slightly to your right-hand side, is Chardonnay surrounded by a bunch of pirates, while Chestnut is being like swung at by Mike Tyson. And then like out in the middle of the courtyard, your Simi friend has just lit up a bunch of pirates who are now like with still like burning clothes turning to attack him. There are a few other pirates elsewhere. The leader and another one of these like large muscled ones is like heading now in your direction with a big grin on their face.
Oh, I
okay.
I will block off my stress.
I'm going to charge at them and clock them.
Who are you going for?
The one with the big grin on their face.
Cool, you sprint towards the captain. I do need you, because he is on the other side of the courtyard and as well, I need to make me an agility roll to get there first.
Oh god, okay.
Can I?
That is a 16 with hope.
16 with hope. You successfully just like, you're almost like bursting through the wall, and like as like people are like hacking away at you, just like ignoring these blows, you're just like dead set on this one individual across. And he like sees you coming, he's like, and draws out this cutlass that is essentially just a dull block of iron that he's going to smack you around the face with, but you are still acting.
Okay. So, okay, as I run towards him, my fists light up, and I go to punch him. They sort of start glowing. It's just 2d12, right?
Yeah, so
oh no, they just took out the crystals.
Okay. Oh my god.
Strength for your...
Yeah, that is 16 again with hope.
16 with hope again. Damn. Yeah, that does hit him.
And I do... Where is my die? There it is. Oh, that wasn't a great roll. I do 5
5 points
magic
of
damage.
That does 1 hit point to him. As he like tries to block it on the cutlass, you kind of burst through him, and he goes, gets ready to swing back towards you. But it is still your guys' turn.
Branthor, anything you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm now going to go out of the handily made hole in the wall.
Welcome.
This handy dandy hole, also known as the door.
Bring on the wall!
I will pull the guy who I am now bodyguarding with me.
He said, no, leave me in there.
You shook on it?
Wait!
And then I am going to work my way slowly around the edge of the fight, literally holding the guy behind me, using my entire body and shield as a shield.
Okay. You just steadily
as I
walking
go
around.
near, and as I go near the group who are fighting with.
Okay, the question I've got for you is: you avoiding the combat with your terrified NPC, or are you engaging a horde of pirates? Those are not mutually
They're not,
accessible
no.
things.
I'm not going to get into melee, but I would like to be within very close range of an ally.
All of your allies right now are essentially in melee range of a combatant.
Yeah, so can I be in very close range of one of them?
Behind.
Okay.
Go to
While
Chardonnay.
Not
I say.
being in melee with whoever they're fighting.
Sure.
Cool. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so you kind of edge along, and this NPC is just terrified being dragged along by you. What's nowhere near a fight is being dragged towards pirates. He's gonna pass out in a second.
You're
you didn't need to roll for that. It's still your guys' turn. The attention is not switched.
Are you
back
doing
to me.
anything else on that, Branthor?
That's just a slow movement around the terrain.
Yeah, I don't have any range or anything. I'm
Right.
literally.
Well, in that case, seeing that Chardonnay has been hit, I'm not entirely thrilled that one of my crew has been attacked.
Yeah, you've also got a large guy trying to punch you in the face.
Oh yeah, the large guy trying to punch me in the face. I'm going to make a retracting claws attack on him. I make an agility roll to scratch a target within range. And they'll become temporarily vulnerable.
Oh.
That is agility makes that 13 with fear, unfortunately.
13.
However, when I roll with fear, I also gain a hope because I am courageous with the call of the brave.
Nice.
I've been realizing I was looking in the wrong pile of hope. I have a fear. I have a lot more fear than I thought. Carry on.
Oh no.
So the big one is now vulnerable.
Vulnerable doesn't take any damage.
No.
Cool. Marked as vulnerable. So like he's slashed. Like his eyes kind of like get cut up in a moment. He's blind. With that fear, it shifts to me. I'm gonna activate him. He is going to just swing a blind haymaker at you with disadvantage.
Yep.
That is not how that works. 7 plus 1 for 8. Blindly just swings and misses you. I am then going to spend another fear to activate the pirate captain. As Otto has rushed up towards the pirate captain, he like grins at you and goes, you'll be a fine figurehead for my ship. And goes to slash away at you with his cutlass.
Can't have him, it's mine.
That is a 12 to hit your evasion, Gareth.
Sorry. Oh yeah. It beats my evasion.
Beat your evasion.
That's not legitimate salvage.
That is 8 points of physical damage to you.
That's still minor.
Still minor. Upon the pirate captain has the momentum reaction. When they make a successful attack against the PC, I gain a fear.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
But he has been activated. The other tough at this point is going to rush up towards behind you, Hiri, for setting fire to a bunch of people, and is going to make an attack roll.
Suplex him. Suplex him.
Yeah, he's going to try and pick up the monkey and just slam the monkey down. But won't do it with a 4.
No.
I am
spray oil in his face. Like,
I am rolling terribly. I am going to use
get him, Jim.
a fear to activate the environment that you are in. As you suddenly all look up and you see descending down upon the courtyard rusty spoons, sinks, lumps of barrels, metal, and everything cascading down towards you. I need everyone. Yeah, you're all within close of each other, I'd say. I need everyone to make an agility reaction roll, please.
Okay.
Captain, we don't have the mastery stuff from our classes yet, right?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
That's an action. I'm going to use.
Oh no.
Is this an agility roll?
Yes,
It's a reaction roll, but it's agility. I'm going to spend 2 hope to do my. Which one is it? Feline instincts that let me re-roll my hope dice.
Nice.
I can't do it because I can't give anyone.
Going around, hearing.
15. Sorry, 16.
16. That is a success. You take no damage. I need to just very quickly roll damage for this. Ooh, nasty. You take none. Moving around, Branthor.
Critical success.
You take none. Otto.
Can I use a hope on myself?
To do.
Get a better roll.
No.
4 with fear.
You take 12 points of physical damage as this rain of metal comes cascading down upon you. I rolled quite well on damage. That's not 12 hit points, it's 12. Take thresholds.
Yeah.
I can't make. I have an ability called Not This Time, which allows me to spend hope to make an adversary re-roll damage. Who is the greatest adversary but you, Gethin?
This is an environment, not an adversary.
Yeah, I know.
So they are different, I'm afraid. Chardonnay.
6.
12 points of physical damage, which you should be able to use armor for. And Chestnut.
Now, this is something you could use an armor to reduce down. 15 points. 15 points of
success.
Armor reduced. Armor is instead of a HP, right?
Armor. Using an armor slot will reduce that 12 down by however much your armor is. So you should have an armor score.
No, that's not how it works. That's how it works.
They've changed it.
How armor works now is so if you have the thresholds, it moves it down 1 threshold. Just straight up.
Okay.
So if you took major, it becomes minor. If you took severe, it becomes major. But you can only spend 1 armor slot per damage taken, unless you are a guardian.
Fine.
Why do they bother giving an armor score anymore then? Oh well.
The score is your number of slots.
How many times you can do it.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
So you're taking 12, but you can reduce it down the thresholds.
Well, my max is 3, so I'm reducing it to 2.
No, wait. Your threshold is definitely not 3.
No, not the threshold. The HP.
You'd be taking severe damage, so instead you're taking major damage.
Yeah, would be taking severe, but
yeah.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, that's how that works.
2 HP rather than 3 HP.
I am then going to use 3 more fear to activate all 3 pirate hordes that are here. There is 1 on Hiri, there is 1 on Chardonnay, and the other one that rushed in is going to rush Branthor, and the NPC that you have. Branthor, that is a 13 to hit you.
Yeah, it's a hit.
13.
I am the easiest thing to hit.
4 points of physical damage. Hiri, 3 to hit you. Does not hit.
Nope.
4.
And Chardonnay, a 15 to hit you.
That hits.
For 8 points of physical damage.
Can I now spend my 3 hope to do Not This Time?
Yes, you can.
I can make you reroll either the damage or the attack.
Which one do you want?
It's a pretty high attack roll, so
I will go for the
with
attack. I know you're
brings
capable
it down
of
to a 4.
Yay! Thank you.
So what does it look like as you intervene?
As I was sort of like dodging all of this of these pirates, which I've kind of imagined. I know it's not the case, but my brain keeps thinking that they're just this roiling ball of like a cartoon fight
Yeah.
And I just I basically shout out a warning to Chardonnay and oily Jim I basically throw him out and he causes an oil slick behind him and they all and fall over and bring him back to me.
Wonderful, love it. That is everything activated in the scene. I'm going to give you guys the information that you are definitely outnumbered here. You could swirl through this, but your seemingly mission here is to get your well-paying NPC to the ship. So plan accordingly and take to the skies.
So
By the way, for when you hit me, I have spent 2 stress to take no damage.
Love it. Sure.
So the I think I'm next to Branthor,
Yes.
and if I wanted to become hidden, that sounds like maybe I could hide behind his shield.
So currently you are not next to, you're close to Branthor. There is like a dozen pirates surrounding the two of you.
Okay. And then are any of those pirates the ones that are vulnerable?
No, the one who's vulnerable is on Chestnut. You could try and work your way through the pirates that are around you to get to that one.
If you'll allow me, I can create cover that you can hide in.
Yeah?
Yeah. I would like to use my Book of Typhon to cast Mysterious Mist.
Is the ability to do like group up actions still a thing?
Yes, so you can do a group action. One person spends 3 hope to do a group attack with, or tag team roll technically, with another
I've got 3
PC.
hope.
You each do a thing, you each roll for it, and you choose which roll you want to apply to both actions. And then
I've got 3 hope to
combine
spend.
all of the damage to do a major, big attack.
But yeah, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
The Mysterious Mist is make a spellcast roll of 13 to create a temporary thick fog that gathers in a stationary area within close range of me, or very close range. If I roll a crit, does it still count as a success even though it's not, even if it's like a 4 and not a 13?
Yep, that's exactly what crits do.
Cool. That's literally just what I want to know. It's like, is it even if it's got like a specific number, does it still
Succeed.
Cool. Swipe ball. And that is a 10, which is a crit because it's 2
2
5s.
5s. Love it. You get a hope, clear stress.
No point in Chardonnay can roll as well if they want to also crit.
We didn't specify the tag team at that point, so
Yeah. I want to hide in this.
cool.
Yep.
Make me a finesse roll to try and hide.
I'll spend that hope to give advantage. Basically doing
that's
the whole tag team. Yeah.
On my hide roll.
Yeah. So you get an extra 3.
Oh, good. Because I got a 10. Now I got a 10.
So a total of 10
Yeah.
with.
Oh no! Wait! It's a crit. It's a crit. Yay!
Never mind.
I'll not spend.
No,
You
you can't.
you have to decide to help before knowing.
Oh, I did
the
it
roll,
before.
Yeah.
Chardonnay, you just disappear into the mist, and these pirates are like slashing away at the mist. No idea where you are. What do you want to do?
Just so
which
short.
What does the crit do again? Do I get
Just
a
a
hope?
You gain a hope and clear a stress as well.
Awesome. Right. So for me, I am hidden, but I am cloaked.
Yeah.
And in addition to the benefits of the hidden condition, when cloaked, I remain unseen if I'm stationary.
Sure.
When an adversary would normally see me.
I just love the idea that Chardonnay's just literally just gone like, I'm a tree in the middle of this group of pirates, and they're just like, what?
Edge.
And that also means I can sneak attack. So, I guess I will sneak attack the ones that are most threatening to Branthor and his papoosed charge.
Gotcha. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Where'd she go? Oh god!
So I'd also like to use my whip, because if I position myself so that I'm very close to them, then the whip also pushes them further away.
So you're trying to
So I
almost pull them away from Branthor to give him the space to run through. Love it.
They're in
Okay,
melee range of you, so they're definitely within very close range.
awesome. And then presence. Okay.
That's it.
Roll to hit.
Rolled off. Okay, so that's 20.
Win.
20. Oh, sorry. With hope.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Double hope. You succeed. Roll me damage.
Okay, so this is a d6, but also the sneak attack is. It says number of d6 equal to my tier.
Or
that
to your
one?
tier,
One.
you're currently a tier 1, yeah.
Oh yeah, level 1 is tier 1. Okay. So that is only 4 damage. That's frustrating, but they are pushed back also.
They do get pushed back. In doing that, these Pirate Raiders have a passive feature when they mark 2 or fewer hit points from an attack within melee range. Or no, you're very close, aren't you? Never mind.
Well, I pushed them back.
They
to
were
close.
in. Yeah, they were in melee range.
Cool.
At least one of them, because they hit her.
You do that. They kind of like in that act, like one of them like cuts away at your whip, and you like have to whip it in quickly. So you have to mark a stress because they didn't mark that many hit points. They kind of riposte and fight back at you.
Damn, I already had to do a stress to use it. Very stressful
but it's still
maneuver.
your guys' spotlight.
I would like, with my big one that's currently writhing about because I slashed his eyes,
Yeah.
like basically move around behind him into like his shadow, so I'm just sort of back to back with him.
Mm-hmm.
And in this fog, I'll just sort of shout, "Duck!"
Are you gonna whirlwind?
I'm gonna.
We don't need to die.
I will say in that movement, because it's become quite congested here, you can get the horde that was attacking Chardonnay, the horde that was attacking Branthor, and the big guy all in this whirlwind.
Sweet. So I'm gonna spend the hope for that.
I mean, does
Well,
someone want to
anything
tag?
else
Did
on?
you
I was
want to
about
tag
to
team
say-
this?
I was going to say, can I tag team because I haven't gone?
Yeah.
'Cause I've got,
Yeah.
I got hope to spare, so I can spend the 3 hope.
But what are you doing as
And
part
what-
of this?
I will do, I'm just going to hope, is I am basically just going to turn my shield 90 degrees and just body shunt a load of people into the line of fire
Love it. Cool.
who are surrounding me. Just literally just use the hammer and shield and just shunt them into it so that they can
that like-
actually get hit.
You have like a push maneuver, don't you?
Yeah, I literally have forceful push.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do that. Go for it. Both of you roll.
Right.
Does the
And
whirlwind
we
lift them
choose
up?
which one to take. No, it's just basically I'm swinging it around me.
I see.
Oh, crit! Snake eyes.
Right.
Not going to even get it.
While we're here,
have that.
since we're here, crit damage. Crits on damage. You take the maximum number that you could have rolled as a modifier to the damage, essentially. So if it's a
Sweet. So
D8,
it's starting at 7.
no, you're not. So what do you normally
Yeah.
roll for damage?
My normal damage that I can roll is a d6 plus 1.
Yeah, so you're now
Because I'm a
rolling a
warrior.
D6 plus 7, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is plus another 3, so that makes that 10. I have to target a specific person to begin with. So I'm going to target the one that was attacking Chardonnay because I really don't like that one.
Okay.
And everything else within very close range is taking 5 points of damage.
5 points.
And all of it is pulled within melee range of me.
That we also then tag on the amount of damage that Bryn's doing.
So I have an
Oh, yeah.
important question. Is it just a normal attack or is it the forceful push?
What were you using?
Well, I would have logically done forceful push.
Forceful
Do
push.
I then use... So I use the cat's dice roll.
You've crit, so
So you've crit,
Cool.
so you now
No,
roll
the
damage.
reason I'm asking is because I would then spend an additional hope to make everyone who I hit vulnerable.
Okay. That's
Um,
one particular horde, I've got it.
The horde. Yeah.
Fine. I then get 2 damage rolls because I make an attack with my primary weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and then I roll with a success with hope, which I assume a
Yes.
crit counts. I then add a d6 as well. So logically,
Yes, so that
whilst you're
D6.
taking the max from both of those
both
rolls,
of those.
Yes.
because the d6 is a modifier on the roll
Cool.
Yep.
on the weapon damage.
Ooh.
Wait, we just lost Ellie. Hold on.
Your laptop died. Her laptop's died. He's gonna go get a charger.
Oh,
Just join yours.
I have also lost my clock for some reason.
what I will say,
Yeah.
think
reminder of the time.
while we're on pause, we are going to try, if we can, let's sprint to the ship. So we can finish the session so Gareth can go to bed.
Yeah.
And
me,
Is
'cause I'm going to wake
that
up
like...
at 5:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, as my wife needs to be up at like 5 tomorrow, so I don't want to
So
be like disturb.
it'll still be your turn. If at that point, like someone like Branthor, you can go again, kind of thing. Just like start sprinting for the ship. We'll run.
Basically, this is gonna probably put them all on the ground. At
This
least,
is this is gonna
it.
clear your runway to your ship essentially.
Yeah.
Can I grab the NPC and like fly him to the ship?
He's with me, so he'll be following me.
Once we've got Ellie back and my capture
So
is not
I
fucked.
get the mace, which is 1d8 plus 1, and then with 40 push,
So that's 9.
1d. It's a d6.
So that's 9 plus 6. So that's
Well, no, so it's add a d6 to your damage roll.
which would be
So
because it's added to it. That's part of the crit because it's one of the dice you would roll.
So I would say it's going to be 8 plus 6
Plus 1 for the
So 15.
and then
15.
plus a d8 plus.
and then you're rolling the d8 and the d6 on top of that.
Yes.
You turn this group into paste.
Organs fly.
Come on, Ellie. I want to see this number roll.
How's it
Oh, I
going?
get to lose a stress as well,
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
and I gain a hope as well.
Yep.
So I went from having
that's it.
5 hope, spending 4, and having 2.
I have taken no damage or stress, but I've used all 6 hope.
We get them back. It's fine.
Well, my challenge is, unless I'm busy doing it, so that unless you guys are actually going to take more than a threshold of damage, there's no point in me actually jumping in the way.
I have
the tag team
I've been rolling
maneuver.
quite poorly on to hit. So
Is it the tag team maneuver takes 3 hope to initiate?
Yeah, someone has to spend 3 hope to do it.
Right, okay, so I actually get 3 hope back because I thought that we were doing a tag team maneuver, then it turned out I was just casting a smoke cloud, so
yeah, take 3 hope back. That's fine.
cool, alright. I was like, wait a minute, hang on, then 3 on that, then hang on.
I mean, Gareth, technically you can go to bed and just leave your stream running.
No,
I don't actually need to sleep personally. I'm not tired.
We will speed run once we've got Ellie back.
Just put Ellie on Hugh's screen and just split
Just
it.
get Ellie to join.
No, because the capture's fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't have backup. One person down capture for this. So.
I'm currently listening to copyrighted music He's a Pirate from the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack.
I'll be back in
Pirate battle music, Pirates of War, Dark Epic.
Because I'm trying to work out if I'm going to run in P or not.
How's it going? Laptop is still not turning on because it doesn't have enough power.
Can she join from a phone?
Can you join from your phone? Oh, you don't have Discord on your phone anymore.
No.
She doesn't have enough space, so she got rid of Discord.
I feel like this is a better song for our campaign.
Well, in that case, I'm going to quickly go pee as well.
Yeah.
So yes, Brain, go pee. You are a pirate. Yar.
I've got also Star Trek Technobabble generator open in case I ever needed something to, like off the cuff.
I mean, I gave you the opportunity to say I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
The ambient subharmonic containment field has gone down.
Beam me up, Simeon.
Give me up, Simi.
I know that we didn't have like anything in mind for what these characters were going to like, what the group was going to be like in terms of morality and stuff, but turns out we are money hungry and moral loose.
I was gonna
Your captain is a literal cat.
if we had not been ambushed, I was gonna be like, oh, what do we get paid for this? You're gonna be like, free drinks. I'll be like, I don't drink. I don't
We'll
have a
get you
mouth.
some fresh oil to pour on your bits.
I'm looking for
A lot of
more domains.
A lot of people pay good money to watch that.
You are a pirate.
Choose 2 options on this below. Mark them. Gain a +1 bonus to unmarked characters and mark them. Hang on. Yeah, what would our... Do we have any marked character traits at the moment?
No.
Or are they all unmarked?
Because it's
No.
unmarked. You only mark it when you do that.
Yeah.
As you just said.
You don't get them at start.
Nah, we're level 1.
I mean, you might be level 2 at the end of this, you never know.
Choose an additional domain card of your level or lower from a domain you have access to at level 4. I do like these domains. They are pretty fucking sick. Because also, the Codex domain is just... You have a lot of things now.
Yeah, it is a very odd domain, Codex domain.
Yeah. So how each of your domain things is actually 3 of them.
Yeah, it's crazy. How's Ellie doing?
How's it going? She's back, nearly.
Ah, love it.
There she is.
And we're back.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. That happens. We were rolling Bryn's damage after a little bit of a technical snafu. So we're adding 15 to 1d8 plus 1d6.
Yep.
Let's go.
You know what?
Goddamn.
No, wait, before you roll. I'm
Yeah.
going to add a prayer dice.
Prayer dice be added to damage as well.
To damage.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got a scrap cannon of our own.
Go on, roll the prayer
That's like a
dice.
body parts cannon.
So that's an additional 10. So my damage is on 25.
Nice.
Plus whatever this prayer die is, which is a crit, presumably, as well.
Yeah, it's the prayer dice added to the crit, so it's...
Hold on. Prayer dice can be used to reduce the damage.
Oh, it's only reduced.
Yeah.
But it says add to a roll's result.
Yeah, so you can add it to somebody's.
Isn't a
You
damage?
can
Yeah,
use
but
spell
isn't
dice
damage
value to
roll?
reduce incoming damage. Add to a roll result after rolls made. Or get it. No. Yeah. Never mind. Carry on.
Yeah, doesn't damage count as a roll? Yeah.
Is it also...
I'm going to allow it to be crit because I like big numbers.
yeah. What's the die?
So we're on 25.
25 plus a d4
Yeah.
plus 4.
Add to a roll's
I've-
result after the roll is made.
I've already rolled the d4 because I did it at the start of the session, like it says, and you get 4.
So that's another 8.
Nice.
So 33?
Yeah.
Cool. Narrative be damned. Mechanics be damned. Narrative. As you do this, there are 3 hordes around. No, there's 2 hordes around you guys, and
And the
a
big guy.
bruiser. And just through a combat, I mean, straight to you two. How do you completely, not necessarily kill, but eliminate
through this fog
them?
cloud. Through this fog cloud, I sort of wrap this chain around. And as it comes back around, I sort of bat it over towards Branthor to take the other part of it. So I've got one end attached to me. They're all in a loop.
I bash the remaining guys in with my shield, literally ignoring the mace, just clipping the mace onto my back as I grab the hook and then just yank it as these guys go in. And you just literally see the chain just kind of get tighter and tighter until it just cuts through the middle of all of these people.
Okay. I didn't say you had to kill them all. You could have
I
just...
think like we very dramatically crashed them all together.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
quite hard for a chain to cut through 30
to the
people.
sky.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
But yeah,
in
you
case
bring them all
somebody-
together. Another like clash heads, knock unconscious. A few others get actually the chain digs through and something vital goes. But a huge swathe of these pirates are knocked down. The captain, who is currently fighting with Otto, just turns around, and is ah, I'll take you with me. But it is still your guys' turn because it is still not been switched back to me.
I then grab
I
the
would
guy
like
behind
you-
me and start moving.
I would like to make a spell casting roll. I would like to run up to the captain, who is presumably like in combat with Chestnut Puddle still.
I know, captain's with Otto.
Yeah.
Oh, with Otto. I mean, like, right, time to get out of here. And I do power push against him. So I make a spellcast roll against a target within melee range.
Go for it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
If you're power pushing him, right?
Yeah.
Can you power push him into my gauntlets?
Do you want a combo move?
Are you going to tag team as well?
I do have
six.
3.
I've got 6. Hope.
He's got
You got
6.
6. Fucking
Yeah,
do it.
Spend the 3
yeah.
hope, do it.
Uh,
So you both roll your
I got a
rolls.
crit, so I got double 6s.
Don't
so
bother rolling, Gareth.
Okay.
Just roll your damage, Gareth. It's an automatic crit.
Wait, so I add the, it's 1d10 I do, so
Yes.
I add.
I also
add
do
10.
a d10.
Yeah,
so I do 1d10 plus 2, so 12 plus d10
Yeah.
is another 6 for 18.
So 18
I rolled an 8,
plus.
so I do
Plus 10, so
plus
18.
3.
Oh, so plus
I do 1d10 plus 3, so it's 1d, so it's 8 plus
13 plus 8 is 21.
And what was it from Hugh?
It was 6 plus 12, so 18.
Yeah, then.
21. So
21, 39.
Gareth?
Will you also allow me? Because my foundation feature is when I'm flying, I can spend a hope and do an extra 1d8.
Sure. So hold on, we're at 39.
So that's another 8. So we're at 30, we're at 47
plus this d8.
plus this
Okay.
roll.
My power ranch
6.
starts like glowing with arcane light, and I just okay.
Does
Yeah,
the baddie
6.
6.
damage and HP thing work the same way as us?
Very similarly, yes.
Okay.
He's also
Does that
technically
not-
knocked back to far range.
Does that not double as well? Is that not d8 plus 8?
We already added the 8 into that, so that was. What did you roll
Okay.
on the d8, sorry?
6.
So 53.
Yeah.
Which is more than double his severe threshold, so he takes 4 hit points of damage. Which amazingly doesn't kill him.
He is pushed to far range, however.
I am going to say he gets, like, catapulted. Like, the momentum of the push into the punch just sees
Out
him
of the way,
go
dickhead!
flying, proper, like, crashing into a building. It dents in, he disappears into the building in a plume of smoke.
This is like baseball. Hugh was the pitcher, and
Yes.
I was the batter.
Suddenly the field is cleared for you. Chardonnay?
Who here has seen Twilight?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. You need not say anything else.
I see why you need the thunder. Great writing, Stephanie.
At which point, Ephraim's like, let's go, please.
To the ship!
You all go sprinting to the ship. The pirates like going after their captain. A few more like gathering what plunder they can and heading to their own ships. You jump aboard your vessel, start sailing through. Branthor, you see at this point that Ephraim is clutching this cylinder of like highly polished silvery metal with a number of like grooves kind of cut and etched into it. That he's like clinging onto it with his life to the point of like Chestnut. You see like as you're running, he has dropped his bag and everything else that he was carrying with him just to cling onto this while he's being dragged. This is the only thing he cares about.
Is our ship fixed?
I was about to bring that up. Are the replacement solar crystals currently aboard?
I would like you to roll me a fate roll. So roll your hope and your
Fate
fear and tell me which
Yep.
one is higher.
Okay,
We can't help with this, can we?
Nope.
the hope. And I gain a hope because I rolled a 9. 9 and a 2.
I'll allow that for now. I might not do that for future fates, but for now, take the hope.
Duality.
Yes, it's not quite a drag roll. It's a luck check essentially, is what I'm doing. But doesn't matter for now. Yes, you come upon it. It seems like the first thing they replaced were those solar crystals, so they could get the other ones and start repairing them. The Nefarium has not been cleaned up. You do not have any repaired rigging aboard the ship, and the other structural damage is still to be done. But the ship is functionally flyable with fully powered solar crystals. You take off into the skies as from behind you, 2 more scrap launchers come clattering towards you, and you just ignite and catch the wind enough to coast away, a few rusty spoons landing on the back of the ship for Chardonnay to quickly scuttle over and pick up. And you take off into the cloud banks that are swooping in to mask your escape. And we will pick up there next episode of Into Mithral Skies.
After our level up.
Which, we've played at level 1 quite enough, I think, in the beta. So let's level up, because you defeated a pirate captain.
Oh, yeah.
We will do that off screen and pick this up in the next issue of Open Daggerheart Surgery. But until then, see you later.